Ahoy there, mateys! Sign on with the scurvy crew of Dave, Aaron, Lincoln, and Nikki as we play Rattle, Battle, Grab the Loot, a dice-droppin' pirate adventure game designed by Ignacy Trzewiczek, published by Portal Games, and plays 2 to 5 players. So let's sail the high seas and find some plunder.
Arr.
Arr.
Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Lincoln.
Would you teach us Rattle, Battle, Grab the Loot?
Are you ready to learn a pirate game?
Yes.
I guess.
First of many, sorry. Here we go. All right, Rattle, Battle, Grab the Loot is a pirate game, and it's a dice game. And we are all pirate crews. We each have our galleon here in front of us, and our ship dice.
Oh, man.
In a 4-player game, we each have 3 ship dice. With fewer players, you would have more dice, and that's a balancer. There are also these non-player ship dice, which will come out, and we will try to sink them and gain some loot. We have the port here, which are buildings we're going to visit at the end of every round and buy upgrades and crew members and cool things for our galleons. And we have 3 little adventure decks, which come in basically easy, medium, and hard, or easy, crazy, and hard, really, varieties. The green deck is the easy adventures that we sort of start off the game with. The red ones are the harder ones, and the crazy ones are kind of a orangey yellow color, and they are just little like dice games that are much simpler to resolve than the other ones. There's one final mission, purple one, at the end of the game. The scenario order tile here tells us in what order to draw quests, or draw adventures that make up a quest. There's also a little card set here with an introductory scenario just to sort of help you learn the game, and it just consists of about 7 different adventures. We're gonna do a full game here with one of the 2 scenarios included. So here's how the game goes. The order of the adventure is listed right here inside the box for you, right in the middle of the table, very handy. I will be the Baron, the first player for the first quest, and it'll tell me what to do. So first I'll draw an adventure card, and I'll read it to you guys. It will tell me which type of non-player dice we're gonna use for that adventure. It will tell me how many loot tokens everyone who participates in this adventure is gonna get. And it will tell me the strength and special abilities of the enemy dice, non-player ships. In this case, it's using 2 of the green dice, which are the easier, lighter strength ships. They have green, orange, red, and yellow, and the sort of increasing from green to red in difficulty and strength of the enemy ships. The orange one is sort of like a specialty one. He has an icon that the other guys don't have. But the green non-player ships have 1, 2, 3, 4 as their dice faces, and the other ones get progressively more difficult. In this case, again, there's some flavor text and fluff on the adventure card here. This little symbol just tells us it's part of the Norrington scenario, which is the one we're doing. And it'll tell you every enemy or non-player ship also has a cannon volley symbol and a ship symbol. And it will tell you the strength, if applicable, for when that result is rolled, and very often the special action. Sometimes the non-player ships will move towards you or move away from you or take a shot or surrender immediately or something, and that's based on what the adventure card down here says. So once I reveal the adventure card, then all us players, starting with me, the Baron, decide how many of our ships we're going to commit to this adventure. In the very first adventure, you may as well contribute all 3. And I'll come back in a little bit and tell you why you might decide to do less later on another adventure. So let's say everyone give me a few ships, up to 3 of yours. So I'm gonna drop, not roll, this is the second phase, drop the ships to the sea. The non-player ships that the adventure told me, and all the ones that we handed each other, or that you handed to me. I'm gonna mix them up here, I'm gonna give them a good shake. This is the rattle part. And then I'm gonna drop all these dice. There's no rolling, there's no, putting my hand inside the box. You drop them from a reasonable height right in the center of the sea, and you see where they end up. Now, the next thing that you do is resolve non-player ship actions. And so we check the non-player ship dice. In this case, we did roll a ship and a skull, and that will tell you what actions to perform for those. There are many of them, and I'm not going to tell you all of them right now. We'll get to them as we go. But in this case, the skull on the blue die is an explode, and the green ship icon is move towards the blue die. So I would move towards, I'll explain again why I'm doing this card in a minute. The green ship is going to move towards the blue die, and then the storm, the blue die, is going to destroy the 3 closest ships. 1, 2, and 3. Those are non-player actions. There's, of course, many other ways that those can happen, and we'll explain them as they go. Now, whatever's, and actually, after you explode, you take away the blue die. Whatever's left in here, the one remaining non-player ship in this case, and all of our other ships, now we players can take actions. Starts with the Baron and goes clockwise around the table. Once you've passed on an action, you're out for that adventure and you don't take any more. And it's very simple. There's only 2 types of actions that you, the players, can take before we resolve the battle in the normal sequence. And they are sail, which you use a sail, and fire your cannons, which you use one or 2 of your cannons. We don't have any cannons yet because we haven't finished setting up our player ships. But both of these ship parts have a little flip over symbol, and when you use it, you flip it over to show it's used. To sail, I would flip over a sail, and I can move any one of my ship dice in the box up to 1 long side card length away. Now, I'm just moving it here to show you, but obviously I'd probably want to move it in range of a non-player ship and try to claim it. When you move one of your player ships, the rules are very specific about you start from the long edge of the card off the card and you slide 1 long card length to the end. You don't leap over the entire card and you don't start here and end here. You get exactly 1 long card length, which is off the card to the end of the card. Even though I've said that, I'll probably screw it up when I do it moving in the box, so keep an eye on me. The firing action, Dave's going to hand me a second cannon to illustrate it, is very similar. You measure the short end of any card to see your cannon's range. And you will flip over either 1 or 2 cannons based on this. You always need 2 cannon symbols to take this action. They could either be 1 showing on the ship that's firing, you rolled the cannon die face. And then here's the second one, I'm spending 1 of my cannon tokens to fire. Or, if I was going to fire with a ship of mine that was showing a numbered face, I would have to use 2 cannon tiles and flip them both over. So get it? You always need 2 cannon symbols. It can either be 1 on the firing ship plus 1, or a number ship has to use 2 cannons on your gallon.
2 cannon symbols per ship, right? The fact that you rolled 2 cannons means nothing. These don't add up. It's just this ship is showing 1, this ship is showing 1.
Right. It's always going to, it depends on the ship that's firing. It's either going to be a cannon showing ship plus 1, or a number showing ship plus 2. In this case, I rolled really well. I have 2 cannons. I could actually take this action twice once the action comes around to me. Once to fire with this ship.
Except there's nothing to fire from this ship, right?
Right.
Okay, just making sure.
And once to fire with either this ship or this ship again by using my second cannon. Now,
so that ship could fire twice.
It is not limited by... It's only limited by what's close to it and what's within range and whether it's worth it. Range is the short side of a card.
Got it.
So if I took this firing action over here, where this is clearly within cannon firing range, I would get to claim and sink this non-player ship immediately. Here on my little captain, I have a spot for sunken non-player ships, boarded non-player ships, I'll tell you what that means in a minute, and my own ships which have been sunk by storms or non-player ships or other effects.
Or explosions.
Or explosions, yes. So once we have all taken the player actions that we want or passed on doing so, we resolve the battle here in the box. And I put another die in here just to illustrate. The Baron, the first player, determines what distance is the shortest between a player ship and a non-player ship and resolves that battle immediately. In this case, let's say these are the closest, this white ship and this non-player ship. Your cannon die faces increase in strength throughout the game based on the number of cannon upgrades or cannon parts that you have. At the beginning of or if you have 0 at the beginning of the game, this cannon die face is a 2. And as you can see, it gets stronger and stronger the more cannons you are holding or have put on your galleon. Let's say that I haven't put any cannon parts, so that my cannon die face is a strength 2. And we compare this to the non-player ship. The non-player ship is stronger. Their number is higher than my 2. They sink my ship, and like I said, it goes over here on my captain. The next closest one, the non-player ship is a 4, and Lincoln's die ship is a 3. He's also going to be sunk. Now we look for the next closest non-player ship to player ship. Sometimes you're going to have to measure this with the ruler. If you can't determine a difference and they are equal, you will resolve them simultaneously. That's about 5.5. That one's much closer, it's about 5, and that one's about 5.5. So the yellow die here, which is Dave, this is the closest one, and he gets to sink and claim this non-player ship. He puts it there on the sunk spot. The boarding spot here on your captain is also good. You're also going to get points and rewards for sinking that ship, and that will happen if you got a really lucky drop, or more likely used a sail to move your ship and go right up and touch a non-player ship.
I can use my sail.
That is going to obviously resolve first or simultaneously with any other touching ships because the distance is 0. And when you defeat a boarded ship like that, you put it on this boarded space on your captain, and you're going to get extra rewards for that. As Dave has illustrated, it's also possible to have a tie in the numbers, and in that case, the ships will sink each other. So it's good and bad for you. You're going to, whoever, this is Nikki, she's gonna, her ship is sunk, and the enemy ship has also been sunk or boarded, so she's gonna get credit and penalty for that.
So equal as you both sink.
Equal as they both sink. If you were going to, let's say these were all resolving simultaneously, the relative strength doesn't matter. It would all happen at once, so Lincoln would get credit for sinking this ship. He would take a free ship from the supply just to note it, and Nikki's would also resolve whether she sunk it or they sunk each other. Equal distances, simultaneous resolution. Okay, once the battle's all resolved, basically all the non-player ships have been claimed, or in a really terrible roll, all of our ships have been sunk. I don't know if that's possible, but then we all receive coins for the enemy ships that we sunk. Coins are straight up victory points in this game. Of course, as you know, pirates were all about collecting victory points. And for every enemy ship or non-player ship that you sunk, you get a silver coin. You just go around the path. That includes the sunk ones and the boarded ones. You just take those coins. You should throw out or return to the supply the sunk ones, but hang on to the boarded ones for just a moment because they're about to do something.
Oh no.
And she only gets 1 coin for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That is one. You're right. I'm illustrating it incorrectly. And Lincoln would get 1 and you would get 1 in our sample here. So everyone who contributed at least 1 ship die to be dropped gets their share of the loot here. Whether or not their ship was sunk, whether it had any effect, everyone who went on the adventure gets 4 loot tokens on this card. And this adventure.
It's 4, not 4 divided.
It's 4 each, correct.
Okay.
Everyone gets that. Sometimes the loot or the adventure card itself will modify that, and like certain things will increase it or decrease it. So I'm going to draw 4. Oh, look, I have 4 right here in front of me.
Ta-da!
These are the 4 loot types: rum, fabric, I believe that one's called.
Yeah, that's materials, right?
It's fabric.
I think it is called fabric, actually.
I think it's fabric.
Yellow is treasure.
Spices.
And spices, thank you, Dave, is the red one. And this is actually the order of frequency. There are more green than anything else. Then there's a little bit less fabric, and spices and valuables are the least prevalent in the loot bag, which you draw it out of. Now, Nikki's going to draw 4 loot.
All right.
And she's going to draw a 5th one because she boarded a ship. That's what I told you to save your boarding ships for. So in our fake example here, you all draw 5.
I don't. I only draw 4.
Oh, you had one, but you put it.
I killed the ship, but I
Okay.
didn't board it.
Thank you. So boarding gives you extra loot, and that's good. Now, following along our adventure order phase here, the next thing we do is use sailors, and we haven't gotten to those yet, but if you have a blue crew member, you get to possibly use their special ability at this point.
Okay.
I gave Nikki a perfect example of one because Lil Henry says ready one sail. So even if Nikki had used her sail this adventure, normally that means you've used it up for the entire quest, but Nikki can now ready one sail and have it again for the next adventure card.
So you didn't get into this. When you flip something over and use it, that is for the whole quest, meaning
Correct, the
seeing
whole
in the
line
second
of
quest,
adventures.
It's for all 3 of those cards.
There's a specific phase that I will get to where you normally will re-ready those. So yes, normally that's used up for the entire line of 1 to 3 adventures, but this character would let you bypass that.
Now, when that
I
happens,
want
is
that
that the
guy.
only time he happens once per adventure as well?
Once per adventure, yeah.
Or quest, I'm sorry.
Adventure.
No, per adventure.
So
this happens
that's
every
pretty
time.
powerful. Then,
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
Although-
a sailor with guts.
He is. The next thing you must do is repair any ships that were damaged. All your ships that were sunk in the battle in the sea box here, you take all of your ships that were in your little sunk ship space here, and you have to discard a loot token for each one. That must be repaired. That is not optional, you must do that. You might discard up to 3 of the loot that you just gained. I had 1. Then the very last thing you do before the adventure ends is stow the loot. And now this is a important consideration here. You have your 3 ship dice, you've just repaired them all, and you have your loot. We all start with 1 hold, and you can store a loot token in there. Any other loot that you're going to store, each ship die can hold 1 loot token, so you stack a ship on top of the loot that you're keeping. That is why I said you might not contribute all your dice to the next adventure, because when the time comes for that, if I want to contribute all my ship dice, I have to discard the loot that these ships were sitting on top of. If I got really lucky and picked up a great set of loot and I have no more room for anything, I might not send any ships on the next adventure because I'm ready for port phase. What's the port phase?
Hey,
What's
what
the
is the
port
port
phase,
phase?
Aaron?
After we've done our adventures, which like I said is going to be 1 to 3 adventures in each quest, we go to the port phase, visiting port. And this is something that the first time that we do this, I'll step us through each of the buildings, and then from then on, it'll be fairly simple and you can just buy whatever you're going to buy and do the actions you're going to do, except for the last building. You do them in this order. First, we go to the market. You can, as many times as you like, exchange any 2 loot tokens for 1 other loot token. To give a really good example, let's say I want to have 2 rums for a reason I'm going to explain very shortly. So I will throw away 2 loot tokens and now I have a second rum. The second building that you visit is the tavern, and you can spend 2 rum at the tavern. This you can only do once. You may not buy multiple crew members in a single visit unless you have a special ability that allows you to do that. Thank you, Dave. I would draw 3 crew members off the top of the deck and choose 1 to hire. There are 3 types of crew members. The blue ones, as we already discussed, are used out at sea in the use sailors phase. And they have a little C symbol right there in the corner of their card.
C.
The yellow ones are victory points at the end of the game or give you a new scoring category. For instance, if you have the most upgrades, you gain X victory points. If you've got the most of whatever else, you get victory points for that. The red ones, and they have a little port symbol in the corner, are usable in this port phase. This one right here, attractive young lady Lily Vanilli, says each time you hire a crew member, you gain a silver coin.
Oh, wow.
Now, that's not usable immediately. If I bought her or hired her just now at the tavern, I don't then get her ability retroactively that round.
Okay.
But from then on, whenever I use the tavern ability to hire a crew member, I will gain a victory point, which is pretty nice. There are also ones, as I hinted, that would let you hire 2 crew members or do 2 of other things that you're limited to once. The shipyard, does that cost 1 material, Dave?
fabric.
1 fabric, thank
One
you.
blue fabric.
I can't see the icon there.
Yeah.
This is another building that you may only do once. You can't spend 4 fabric for 4 ship parts. But 1 fabric will give you 1 ship part. It will give you a hold to increase the size of your ship and the amount of loot that you can store. Or it will give you a cannon, which we discussed, those will let
Yeah.
you fire and sink non-player ships. Or it will give you a sail. And you can have as many sails or cannons as you want, and those are just giving you more actions to take here in the C box.
More?
Yeah, because if you upgrade to a third hold, boy, your galleon's getting very unwieldy there,
Yeah,
Nikki.
it is.
There's a simple shorthand for that, and that
Okay.
is the hamster hold.
What?
Yeah, the hamster hold. It holds 3 loot tokens instead of 1.
Say what?
What?
I don't know. I don't get it. I'm happy for a Portal Games employee or any user in the know to explain to us what a hamster hold is
He's cute.
and share the inside joke with us. And he's shoving barrels of rum into his mouth to
It's a
hold them
drunk
for
hamster.
you. That's just a hold that holds 3 instead of 1. I don't get the joke either. All right, the workshop is the third building that you may use once and not multiple times. It costs you a fabric and a spice. And just like the crew tavern, you draw 3 and choose the one you want. These are upgrades, special ability tokens for your ship. So you would read all 3 of these and decide what special ability you wanted, and you would take a cool token and add a battering ram or a crow's nest or some cool little
Check out my
cardboard
ship.
shit onto your. Yeah, you got your ship going on there.
It's tricked out.
It is tricked out. And each of these has a special ability. A lot of them have this flip over icon, which means you use them once per quest generally.
That's
and we
on
will.
the pieces, right?
It's on both the cards and the pieces, yes. We will explain what all those are when we buy some. Then we visit the pit. That's the rough and tumble pirate saloon where the king of the pirates waits for his tribute. And you may buy silver coins. Gold is just 5. You can exchange 5 silvers for 1 gold at any time. In the pit, you can do this as many times as you want, and you can exchange a valuable, the yellow loot tokens, for a single silver coin, or any other 2 tokens for a single silver coin. So those are just cashing in your loot for victory point
I see.
coins.
This is just the backside.
Correct. That means any 2. They don't
Got
have
it.
to match. What am I going to use those silver coins for? The last building is the guild, and this is the only one that we have to wait and do in player order. Because at this point you can use your silver and gold coins to buy fabulous art and treasures, and you essentially are just going to buy a slight increase in victory points. If I had 5 coins, I could buy this 6 victory point card. I can only buy the one that's on the top of the deck, and I can only buy 1 at a time. If I buy this one, this one is now available to the next player. These range from 6 to 15 victory points and 5 to 12 in cost, so your bonus goes up. The first few cards, you're essentially buying 1 extra victory point, and then it increases to where you're buying 3 extra victory points with the big prizes at the end of the game.
But these are also victory points, right? The coins?
Correct.
Okay.
But you're upgrading
Sure,
them, kind
of
of. Your victory points at the end of the game are just your coins that are left, your cards that you bought, and any yellow crew members that give you extra victory points. There may be other victory point categories in the scenario that we're not using, but in our Norrington scenario, that's it. There's one slight catch-up mechanism in this Norrington scenario, and that's the wanted sword. At the end of every adventure card, we're going to look at who has the most current victory points, and that's just coins and cards on hand. And whoever has the most gets this wanted sword. They may have occasional little targeted penalties towards the end of the game to help the sadder pirates catch up. I think that's essentially everything. Does anyone have any questions or anything I forgot?
I don't think so.
Okay. We all are going to start with a single sail and a single hold, and then 1 chosen ship part, a hold, a sail, or a cannon to start the game. Yeah, give me any loot that you have claimed, and we'll put it in the bag. Make sure you got your 3-player dice.
Flip it over, baby.
I'm going to take a hold as my free ship part at the beginning of the game. Nikki, what do you want?
I want a cannon.
A cannon. So violent, like
I
always.
am. I know.
I'm going to take an extra hold.
All right. I'll take the sail, just to be different.
There you go. We've all customized our galleons. Let's start a quest.
Let's get ready to ride a battle and grab the loot.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Here we go.
Dun 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 dun.
No.
The first adventure, yeah, thank you, is a sea trip.
Okay.
Nobles want to experience the sea life? We should give them a lesson.
Ah.
I'm gonna roll the 3 green dice and the 3 yellow dice.
The drop.
Drop, thank you. There's no rolling in this game. It's just rattle and drop. The volley symbol means the ship escapes. They're just out of here. The ship symbol also means the ship escapes. And the loot number is 5 loot for everyone who participates, but it's -1 for each escaped ship. So this is probably it's gonna go down based on what I drop. Other than that, these ships are all just out there for target and loot for us.
Hey, hey, Baron Aaron, is there any flavor text on that card?
Oh.
I already read it, Lincoln.
Oh, I
I
missed
think
it.
you
I'm
just
sorry.
wanted to say Baron Aaron.
I did want to say that.
a few times. I'm gonna throw all my ships
Yeah,
in.
no
I think on the
reason
first
not to.
adventure, there's no reason not to.
Sure.
Really? I'll put one.
Really? You're just gonna be contrary.
It doesn't
All right.
make a difference because you're going to at least get the number.
It does
of
matter.
what
He could get all 3 sunk and not claim a lot of loot. But you're right. He's giving up a lot of. He's giving up all his drop opportunities. Here we go.
Well, he'll get. He's participated, so he'll get.
He is
something.
participating, so he will get something. All right. These 2 dice rolled a volley, and this one rolled a ship. So the loot
gonna be
participation
2.
prize is going to be 2.
Wow. What a waste
And
of time.
I know, right? So you look at your ships, see how close they are, and what you can do with them. If you can get to any enemy ships, I am pretty close to that one, and I don't really want to be. Nikki, I'm going to. Okay, well, the next thing we're doing is resolve NPC actions, which was this, and then we're taking player actions. So I am going to try. Here's a good rule that I skipped over. When you sail your ship, which I'm going to do right now, other player ships and sea tiles, which the adventure will tell us to place occasionally in the box, do not inhibit your sailing through them or firing over them. So you can basically move wherever you want to move. And I'm going to try to board this ship here. So I'm going to move my 3 right over these dice and touch that ship and try to board it.
That one.
Yeah, well, the other one's a 5. It's too strong for me.
Okay.
Are you going to take a player action, Nikki?
Can your 6 get to
I
the one
don't
in the
think
corner?
my 6 can. I need a card. I don't have one for
Yeah.
measurement. I don't think my
Any
6
card
can get
works.
to that 5. I have no cards around me.
Oh, totally can.
It's totally.
oh,
can.
no.
What?
Can it touch? or
It
does
starts from the edge,
It starts from the edge, but it goes to the end of the card. You can
Yeah,
absolutely touch that.
Totally can.
Touch it.
All right. Touch,
Touch it.
All
Nikki.
right, so
I gotta board that sucker.
You
You're
gotta use your
boarding it.
sail. Flip your sail over to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that.
we kind of just need one.
I know, but isn't
I
that the
know.
final
Yeah,
card?
but
Yeah.
here. This one's never going to be in the game. That's your measuring card.
Thank you.
All right, Lincoln, any actions for you?
I suppose I should try to move because I'm gonna just. We're both gonna sink, so I can at least board this and.
Yes. Right now, yeah, one of your ships is going to get sunk and sink that
Well, I
ship.
know that's in the range, but we
Sure.
can show it here.
Yeah. And you're just going to slide it right up. This should be obvious, but I didn't mention you can't, push any dice out of the way. You can't change the facing of your die. You're not even really supposed to rotate it so that you can reach a little further. You
Okay.
just slide it right along the path.
Nope.
I'm not trying to touch it. I'm just trying to be closer than Nikki.
She's touching it.
No, to the 2.
To the 2.
The 2.
I just want to sink something.
I think that might be right.
So I'm going to move. Right? It
Yep.
starts from the edge of the card and,
And
then
it goes to it
Put it
starts
in there and just do it.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
me.
Okay.
Actually, what do you think? Do you think I can touch that or not? I'll leave it to you.
I think you can. All right. Yeah.
No, I can't. Probably not.
But you're definitely closer.
All right, just move it there. Then.
Well, let me do it.
So it basically goes
All
to
right,
like
get
here,
it.
right?
Yeah, I think it was even more like that.
But I'm not touching the.
No, you're not.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. I will now pass on player actions. You don't have any cannon showing ships, so you can't take your cannon fire action.
passing.
Everybody else is
Pass.
done. All right. We took all action. Now we resolve the battle. As we sort of know, these ships are touching, which means Nikki gets to sink this,
And
a 6
board it.
versus a 5, and board it. Correct.
Oh wait, I'm not going to get that anyway.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying. That's
You're
what I
right.
was wondering why
It was a bad move, but good illustration.
Nope. I'm just not going to move. Go.
I'm the Baron, and I don't allow time rewinds
Okay,
in my.
fair enough.
All right, you're right because I'm
I
boarding.
forgot because you're boarding.
Then this is going to resolve immediately.
Yep.
You didn't have cannons to.
Right. Luckily, no one rolled cannons to claim that from me. And this is also touching, right?
Right, but we both sink.
But they sink each other. So yeah, put one on your sunk and one on your boarded. So we all boarded ships. No one was sunk by cannon fire, and that's the end of the battle because.
He didn't board.
Well, I meant of the ships that were sunk. Okay. But he threw one die in there, so at least he's going to get some loot.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, and that's the first thing we do now is take silver coins. So the three of us will each take one for sinking an enemy ship.
Thank you.
Now we draw the loot, and like we said, this was modified, so we're each drawing 2 loot plus 1 if we boarded an enemy ship,
Okay.
which is 3 for me,
3 for me.
3 for you.
Oh my God! Just
What?
count one.
Why don't
two,
you do
three
one at a time?
Just do one at a time.
I think I have that many.
Slowing down the game.
All right.
There we go.
It's very silly.
Now those of us who boarded can get rid of those boarded ships because we've gotten our extra loot for
Okay.
it. Now, none of us have blue at sea sailors, but this is the phase you would use them. Anyone who had a ship sunk must repair it. Lincoln must discard a loot token because he has to repair one of his ships. And now you stow the loot. 1 in each of your holds, and if you have more than that, you have to. This is now when you take your dice out of the box, I think, because you need to.
Can someone hand me my? I can't reach.
Any extra loot you have to devote a ship to sitting on top of it.
I am
It's
missing
right-
a red
It's
dot.
right there. You can't see
I
that?
can't see it. No. It's sad, but I cannot. I need a booster chair.
Okay, that was. You could stand up. Sometimes you're gonna have to stand up to see. That was the end of our first adventure. The wanted sword would go to whoever has the most silver coins.
We all have.
When there's a tie, it stays with whoever has it. In this case, it's still no one. The next adventure is fabric supply. Let me read the fluff.
All right.
Something special for you ladies. And for the gentlemen with fine taste.
Yeah.
In this adventure, we have the 3 green ships and 1 yellow ship. The ship symbol is the surrender action. That means the ship, if you sink it, is worth an extra loot token. They have struck their colors and are surrendering. They're not even going to fire at you, and they're essentially strength 0. So anyone who boards or shoots at that ship will get an extra loot token. The volley symbol is a strength of 3. That just means 3 this time. And if you draw fabric from your loot draw, you get an extra tile after that.
Oh, interesting.
Max of +2, so the most extra tiles you could get is +2. But since the base reward is 4 for this could be a very lucrative adventure for us. All right. I will remain the Baron for the entire first quest, and then Nikki will be the next one. So I will again decide, and I will go ahead and send 2 ships out to the fabric supply convoy.
All right, so I'm doing this. I'm going to send 2 ships, so that means I give up
So you're getting rid of a
spices.
loot that you don't want to hold on to with your ship. Lincoln has room to send all 3.
And I'm going to send
Dave
all
will send-
3 and throw this away.
Really? You guys are crazed.
Well, at this point, I have to, and I'm not going to.
We already have loot. I would just keep it. All right, here we go.
I'm hoping for a match on something.
I hear you. That's a good point. All right. This ship is surrendering, and then we have 2 4s and a 3 are the strength of the other ships. And I don't have any actions to take because I've used all my stuff. Nikki,
I can't move.
But you
I
can
can
fire
only
a
fire.
cannon.
she did. Oh, there's one right here.
Am I close enough?
Yeah, you are, baby. You're gonna sink that one.
Kill the surrender one for sure.
Okay,
Right?
Absolutely.
It's an extra
It's an
blue.
just
extra loot.
for
Just for
I'm
illustrating
gonna,
purposes.
I'm looking at the monitor.
You are
'cause I can't.
well within cannon range.
Okay.
And as Dave points out, that one is worth extra, so you want to sink that. And you flip your cannon over because you have 1 cannon on the die and 1 there.
Sweet.
Nikki has another cannon.
But she can't. She doesn't have another. She doesn't have another cannon tile.
can't
And
reach
there
it.
was
One
nothing.
action per die.
And 1 action in sequence
One
as
action
well.
per ship.
Lincoln has nothing
okay,
to
no
use.
shooting.
Dave, do you want to sail?
Yes. Boy, do I.
Yeah, I think you do.
Oh, man. I'm only going to get one thing. Okay.
I can live with one thing.
Isn't one more than...
I'll sail so I touch this.
Okay. Do you want to take a second sail action? None of the rest of us have anything
I mean,
valid.
I'm going to get it back, but the problem is this is only going to die if I
Right.
take a second sail action, so
Right.
I do not want to do that.
Okay, that was all
End
the...
of this adventure.
Yeah.
This
He
quest.
doesn't have any more use for that sail, but
Yeah.
he's right. There's no reward for it. All right, these are the closest ships. This will resolve, and Dave will sink and be sunk.
Sinking board, though.
Yes, sink and board. That's extra loot. Good point. It looks like the next closest is going to be this. Oh, that's me. I get to sink that ship.
Yep.
That 5 sinks a 4. And then this will be a... Well, you need the ruler to measure
Here
this
comes
guy.
the ruler.
That's me. This
Yeah.
is strength 2. I think my 5 is closer, though, luckily.
Well, we'll see. Nikki might be closer.
I know. That is
Maybe.
12 and a half or so. Yeah, Nikki is 12 on the dot. And that one is... Oh, no. 11 and a half. So the 3 will sink this first.
Because that's at a 2, because you have no cannons.
Correct.
All
And
right.
it was the closest one.
Nikki is the next closest.
Nikki is the next closest. And what is her cannon strength?
1.
No,
No,
her
she-
cannon strength is 3.
Yeah.
Which
you
is
have
equal,
one cannon.
right?
So she
You gotta
gets
look
it
at this
plus she
table.
sinks.
Right, they sink each other.
Oh.
So you get this and a sunk
But
ship.
you have to repair.
Okay.
That's the end of the battle because all the non-player ships are gone. Now you get silver coins. I get 1. Nikki's gonna get 2.
Ooh.
Dave's gonna get 1.
Yay, my first coin.
Leader.
My first
Yeah,
coin.
right.
Draw the loot. Everyone who went on the adventure. Okay, I'm not getting any. Oh,
That goes away.
right. The sunk ones go away.
Not the green one.
Right, not the yellow one.
Not
that's
the
got
yellow
the.
one, I mean. Thank you.
I should.
Because it's
I'm gonna
weird
do
and
this.
special.
It is special.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just drawing 4, and I get to draw extra for fabrics. Oh, I got a fabric.
So you get to draw 2 more,
Right, that's my 4th one.
and then 1 for the fabric.
And if it's another fabric, I could draw a 6th one.
Correct.
Here it is, fabric. Woo!
And this will be your last draw regardless.
Right, because 2 extra is the most you can get, and
There
it
you
was
go.
fabric.
What?
But as we well know, I'm not going to be able to stow all of
That is
this.
an enormous amount of fabric.
It is. I
All
took
right,
it all away
so
from you. So
I'm
you
getting
start with
4.
4. Actually, you start with 5 because you got this one, the surrendering ship.
2. Wow.
Yeah, I took it all.
I want those.
I think you
I
might
took.
have.
I'm a gentleman of discerning taste. I got all that fabric.
4.
Wow.
Yeah, really.
Hey, yellow's nothing to sneeze at,
No,
though.
not at all.
5.
Hey, you
There's
get
a
one
fabric,
more.
So
Yep.
I get to.
You draw
okay.
one more, and if it's a fabric,
There you go.
It's liquor.
You're done.
And Lincoln also gets 4 to start.
That's all I get, right? Because I didn't sink anything.
Well, but the fabric could make more.
Oh, okay. I thought you had to sink something.
Nope.
like that one.
Just it's
it's
right
the
now.
weird
It's if you draw
specialty
the
to
loot.
this scenario.
I'm all rum.
You're a very fanatic pirate.
All right.
Wow.
And I get to draw 5. Because I did the boarding thing. Here's 2. Or here's 3. 1, 2, 3.
Pirates aren't so good at counting.
4, 5.
And 2 extra.
2 extras. 1, 2.
All right.
Wow.
So
That's not what I wanted. All I wanted was rum. You took all my
Barter
rum.
with Lincoln then.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, the bartering phase.
wait.
Yeah, right.
There's no.
Making stuff
Me,
up.
Dave, and Nikki all have to throw 1 loot away because we have a ship to repair.
Yeah.
So choose 1 and get rid of it.
Hey,
Done.
Hey, fabric. Yeah.
silly fabric
I know.
scenario.
This
And-
goes away.
Now you're choosing what you can store, and obviously what you want to spend during the port phase that's about to come up. So you want to sort of arrange. You can always rearrange your loot. You can change what's in your hold and what's on your ships if you needed to.
Is there a red dot? Oh,
Nope. So decide what you're keeping, basically.
Hang on, I'm just going to put this over here. And
No.
who's I cannot store.
loot, loot,
Loot.
loot. And this deck goes back.
I didn't have a lot to choose from there, so I just got to keep basically everything.
Me neither.
All right, it's now the port visit phase. And like I said, we'll sort of step through it just this one time. The market. Does anyone want to throw
Yep.
in 2 to essentially become a wild?
blue.
A blue.
Oh, that's right. I could do that.
So you didn't draw what you needed and you're now exchanging to get the blue you want.
I thought I was going to the thing, but maybe I'm going to the tavern? Nah, I'll go to the workshop and see
Okay.
what happens.
Are you satisfied, or do you
Market?
need
No.
to exchange?
No
Okay.
market.
All right, tavern. I'm first. I will throw in 2 rum to hire a crew member.
Yep.
Nikki,
That is what I'm doing
That's what I'm
too.
doing.
3. All right, so we are all going to hire a dude or lady
Go ahead and draw 3.
pirate.
A dude lady. Did you? Okay.
A dude
Yeah, I
lady.
threw him over there.
And these get shuffled back in, right? They don't go to
Correct. The
bottom?
whole deck reshuffles from what we get rid of.
I'll take your discards when you guys are ready.
Got it.
All right, Dave will reshuffle those all into the deck. Now let's all reveal the person that we hired. I hired Tom Stick. Go with him or go with Sharks. And he's one of the endgame VP pirates. I get 2 victory points if I have more crew members than anyone else. I'm sorry, I get 2 if I have 4 or more. I get 3 other victory points if I have more crew than anybody else in the game.
So,
Nikki, who'd you hire?
so everybody hire crew members.
Yeah.
Umbo.
I'm sorry. Nikki, the most wanted pirate in the sea. We should have checked that at the end of the adventure card, and Nikki has the most coins.
That's what I get for doing
That's
well.
what you get for doing well. Punished. What does Umbo do?
Umbo is a guy with great taste. In the pit, spend 1 spice to gain 1 gold.
Okay,
that's
cool.
cool.
So she's gained another cheap upgrade at the pit to get
Yeah.
victory points
So
out of.
red and yellow.
Red and yellow for her.
Nice.
And
I did Jacob
Captain
Selleck.
Lincoln.
The rich get
Jacob
richer.
Selleck, here come the goodies. Spend 2 treasure of the same type to gain 1 gold. So that's, instead of throwing it away at sea, I can dump 2 of the same thing to get a coin.
It's here right before we repair and store our loot. Yeah, so
Sweet.
it could be stuff that you don't even have room for, and you get to cash
Do you
in
know
for
what
a
mine
coin.
was?
Yeah, what would yours have been, Dave,
I
if you
know.
drew rum? All right. All right. The next building is the shipyard. I have a fabric, and I am going to buy a hold. I'm going to make, which makes my hold a hamster hold.
Thought you'd get a
There you
cannon
go.
for sure.
I really wanted to, but whatever. I'll be the first hamster pirate.
Hamster pirate.
Nikki, you doing
Nikki,
anything?
do you
Yes,
have
I have a
fabric to buy?
fabric and I would like a hold as well.
Lincoln?
I'm not doing that.
Dave? Are you buying a part?
I will. I
He's
will
buying a
also
hold.
buy a hold.
Workshop.
Sample and
I
hold.
do not have a spice and a fabric for the workshop. Nikki? No.
Nope.
Lincoln?
I do. I'm going
Looks
to.
like you're holding 2 tokens.
Me too.
He's going to choose one of 3 upgrades, and so is Dave. While they're looking at those, me and Nikki will go on to the pit, where
pit.
I have 2 treasures to trade in for silver coins. Nikki, do you have a yellow or a red? Would be with Umbo.
Yeah, I don't have a red, but
But
there's
yeah, you
my
could
yellow.
use him immediately if you
I
had it right now.
it.
You get a silver coin for that.
Thank you, sir.
Lincoln is out of loot, and Dave has green, so he is not going to cash in at the pit. Lincoln, what did you buy at the ship
I got
upgrade
a super
place?
hull, which your ship can't be the target of an explode, or ships. If your ship is the target of a volley, redirect it, which
Wow.
is terrible. But
No, that's great.
Could be great.
yeah, I was hoping for
And I like the rich cabin, please. This one right here.
who's rich.
I get 3 victory points at the end of the game.
Boo!
Just for having a fancy cabin.
Yep.
All right. Nikki and I cashed in some treasure while you guys were doing that.
We're not doing anything at the pit,
You-
correct?
Right. I said that. And then we go to the guild. Short version, none of us have the cash to buy this VP card, but I get the first opportunity, then around the table, and since me and Nikki each have 4 silver coins, no one can afford the
5.
your fancy portrait for 5 silver
Okay.
coins. All right.
Okey-doke.
Then the end of the port phase is you flip up all your spent or unreadied sails and cannons and any other upgrades. You pass the Baron ruler to the next player, and then Nikki will start us off on quest number 2.
Dun dun dun. I don't want
Dun,
to
dun,
know
dun.
because
Read it,
I've
baby.
got this thing now.
Well,
might not matter.
They don't come in till later.
Neptune's anger.
Oh.
Fold sails and say your prayers. A storm is coming. I need a blue and 2 greens.
And what does the ship icon mean?
The ship icon is move towards
The storm.
the storm.
And the blue, which is the storm die.
And it's exploding. It's an explode. No effect? What?
There's a skull
Oh, okay.
icon. That would be no effect, but anything else means it's going to explode the closest that many ships
Except me.
Of the number,
of the number. Yes, 2, 3, 4, or 2 or 3 again.
Except Lincoln, right?
Except Lincoln because of the upgrade he just bought,
My super hull.
which is nice.
Which is what?
Also,
it protects you against explode.
Your ships cannot be
helpfully,
destroyed or
the green ships might sail into the storm, so that does help us out a little bit.
And then
All right,
it's
Nikki,
for
4 loot tokens.
Loot.
You take that and you decide first how many to send.
2.
All right, so as I understand it,
3.
I'm moving this to here because I can,
That is correct. So you can freely send all your ships.
and I will put all 3.
Freely.
I'm going to put 1.
Sure, because you want it to blow up.
Yeah.
I'm rattling now.
Rattle. Rattle, and then be ready for a
Rattle
battle.
and then the battle.
And then a drop. Am I over it?
No, a little further.
Oh, man.
There we go. Woo! The storm is going to destroy 2 ships. This non-player ship helpfully sails right into the storm. This one just rolled a 2, so then the storm is going to explode this enemy non-player ship and this green 5.
No.
Nope, not Lincoln.
Oh,
He's got
it's
the
not
hull.
him. It's
Because
going to go
it's got
all the
the
way over
hold.
here to red.
Boo!
Next closest would be Lincoln.
But again, I kind
The
of bumped that one.
hold.
It might even actually be this white ship over here.
Yeah.
Boo. This one is 13 measures away.
Ish.
And this one, which I bumped a couple of times, is much more like 11. So
Okay.
you got
Now,
exploded.
I got exploded.
The exploding die also comes out. That's in the rule book under the explode action. So now we have 1 non-player ship left, and Nikki gets the first opportunity to cannon it or sail towards it.
Where am I? I'm far away.
You are right here at the edge of the world.
And that's
so
the only so.
that's it. So you
Nope.
should. Yeah, you're gonna pass.
None for me.
Lincoln.
I don't think I can. I don't have a cannon, so I can't really see, but I think
What
there's
are
one.
what are you? Green? You do have a cannon, but you're not in range.
But I don't have a
Can't
second
he
cannon.
move?
He doesn't have a top.
Oh, he doesn't
so
even
doesn't
have it.
really
All right,
matter.
you're right. Dave,
This is really,
what are you,
You did
yellow,
not
going to do?
reset
this
your-
is really unlucky.
Yeah, you
Sir?
did not reset your sails as I
So
instructed.
there's no sailing.
That is incorrect.
You can't sail. Done.
Yep.
I actually flipped the one that was up to. I did it backwards.
So I can touch
That's
that.
because you had drunk pirates, so guess what? No sailing.
Because they're drunk.
So
You can-
I will touch that.
right? Because I'm at a 2 with this.
I believe. Do you have no cannons? So yes, you're at a 2.
All right.
All right.
I will force you to use your sail if you wanted.
Fair enough.
If you want
that makes
anything.
sense. I'll go ahead and do that. So I will sail my ship to also simultaneously board that with you.
Okie doke.
And you passed.
Yeah, I
and you
can't do
passed.
anything.
All right. This is the only and closest ship. Yours is a 2, so you're going to simultaneously sink and board.
Yep.
And I get to take a die from the supply to board.
And
But
not
I
sink.
was not sunk because mine was a 3.
Correct.
That's it. That's the battle.
Okie doke.
Me and Dave each get 1 silver coin for sinking a ship simultaneously.
Here you go.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I'm going to take a gold coin. That means 5.
Okie doke.
I get 4.
Yes, Dave and I will get 5 because we boarded.
1, 2, ooh, 3. Oh!
Lots of spice. Those are
Ooh,
good
and
for
those
me,
are
too.
That's good for me.
they're all yellow for her
Good
essentially.
for me.
Yeah, that's great.
That's nice, Nikki.
I do have to repair a ship though, so.
There you go.
You get 4.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, it's 4.
Thinking one less, but not that much. Oh, boy, I'm the rum guy.
Hey, higher.
Get another, yeah.
What is, what
Sailor.
is that? Is that the
That's
hull?
his super
That's
hull.
his
It's
super hull.
attached onto the
It
ship.
fits in,
Yeah,
that's
I was
great.
going to point that out.
I get 5.
A lot of the upgrades will actually
3,
become a piece of your galleon.
Yeah.
a 4. Hey,
And
I'm a fabric
5.
guy apparently. What the?
Wow.
I want to switch with you.
Right. Fabric's good for you.
Lincoln, do you want to use your at sea ability on your sailor?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
What does he do again?
He gets to ready a sail, but he didn't actually.
No, that's
Oh,
not
it's
nice.
oh,
He turns
it's the
into
good
2
one.
for a coin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you turn into.
Any
birds?
2 that are the same, a pair.
Yeah.
For a coin.
Which
That
is
means
that's
that both of these get to be stowed, and then I can use all my ships.
Are we
again.
I have to
Snowing
do
now?
yes.
this. No, repair first.
First repair. You have to throw out a loot. Dave has to throw out a loot.
Oh, loot thrown out.
Then
Return those dice.
take your ships out of the box and stow your loot.
Hey, Aaron. Do you have more victory points than Nikki right now?
Oh, do I?
I believe
I
you
have
do.
a gold coin, and that's 5. So yes, I get the wanted
you are
saber.
the wanted.
Rawr. And Nikki will read us the
No,
next.
no.
Oh, you're right.
Why?
Because the next adventure,
Is a crazy
Oh, it's a
adventure.
crazy adventure. Our first crazy
like I
adventure.
said, yeah, the crazy adventures are just fun, quick, pretty random little dice games. They don't have any sailing out to sea or sailing or firing cannons. You just read the card and do what it says.
Read the card. We're gonna gamble.
Woohoo!
Avast. Now give me all your money and your glass eye too. Arr. Didn't say R.
All right, what are we doing?
First little thing. Each player takes one die and sets its result in secret.
Okay.
2, reveal die simultaneously. 3, unique results gain points equal to the die result.
Oh, that's a good one.
4, repeat until last one player has 11 points or more. Last thing, the player with the most points gains 1 silver.
Okay.
So we're just gambling for a silver.
So you set it. You
Right.
set, I'll just put it
So
there.
unique results gain points equal to the die.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Dang it, Lincoln, I did
6.
5.
4. Boo!
Yep. They're
So, all right, you get 5 and 6.
All right, here, I'll keep
We're
track
out?
over here.
No, we just keep going
keep
until
going.
someone gets 11.
Okay, so they're at
What do you
points
do?
now? They're at
5 and 6.
I'm going to keep track with this.
Oh, we
This is
add
the one
it?
I'm setting. I have
Okay.
6 now.
I get it. This is so tricky. Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
I got mine.
5, 6, 3, 3. You guys knocked each other
Oh,
out.
Nikki!
So,
Dave.
we both have 5, you both have 6.
I blame you, Nikki.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. No, you saved us, Nikki.
Man. Okay.
Don't you do it.
Got it?
Yep.
Yeah.
6.
5.
2.
2.
Three
Very
then.
nice. We all get it, and I win because I have 11. And so does
I have
Lincoln.
11, yeah.
Oh,
you have to keep going?
nope. Repeat until at least one player has 11
At
points or
least.
more.
There you go.
And then the player with the most gets 1.
There you
Wee.
go.
We're the
I
gamblers.
was wondering if you were going to go for it. I just thought, well, what the heck? I can take
Well,
a shot.
I didn't go for the 5 because I figured one of you guys would do it.
I like using the cannon that was a 2 that some players couldn't even play a 2.
Right. I realized that it still wasn't
All right.
enough, though.
Now we will move on to
That did not work for
the
me.
last easy adventure of our scenario. From here on out, they're all crazy or harder adventures. Here we go, Baron.
Merchant and Co. Well, that's our helmsman, yeah? That's our helmsman. Okay.
Yeah, I don't get that.
2 orange, 3 green. Okay, so the little ship symbol is you move towards the orange die. So I guess all these greens and anything we put in would move towards.
Just these would move.
Only
That's the
green.
non-player actions
All right,
towards
and
the
then
closest orange.
Your volley is 4 cannons.
Cannon is worth 4.
Cannon is worth 4.
And a
what's the other one?
skull is 1.
Is worth 1. There's skull on the orange dice. But they also are taking the volley action, which means they sink the closest ship.
Except mine.
Players, except yours. And that's, of course, before we take our player actions.
If those symbols come up.
Yes.
If a number comes up on an orange die, then none of that matters. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, great.
Or green. This is what the orange and
Yeah,
green
yeah.
dice will do.
Understand.
Does it say at the bottom?
Yeah.
It,
This has to do with the treasure.
Yep.
So if you draw a spice, you get plus.
You draw again.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
plus a maximum of 2.
just like the fabric one before, it's now spice is the
And
value.
4
one.
loot for participating.
And
correct?
4 loot
Yeah. Okay.
base to
All
start.
right, I'm going to put 2 in.
I'm going to do 3.
I'm just going to do 2.
Really? I'm just going to do 1 because I already have loot on all the rest
I
of
know.
this stuff. You guys
Let's
are
go on the bag.
crazed. Wait, do I want to do
I'm
2?
I'm going to start shaking.
Wait.
1, 2, 3.
I think I do want to do 2. I'm going to throw out a spice and throw 2 ships in there.
All right.
Good luck,
All
player.
right.
You positive?
Yep, it's done.
It's happening.
It's happening. Kaboom! No symbols whatsoever. No NPC ships take any actions.
That's pretty funny.
You start to sail or shoot.
Sail
You
or
did roll a
shoot.
cannon, but you can sink that 1 before anyone gets to it if you want to.
You should.
Yeah, without boarding it, just shoot at it.
Yeah, because otherwise someone's going to
Because you
sink
have
it
a
or board
cannon,
it.
right?
Yeah, she does.
How's this one?
That one is a 4, so you would need 2 cannon things.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
But you
Yes,
could shoot that with cannon if you had 2 cannon. You
Right.
only have
with
1.
cannon.
Right.
I'm
Two
shooting
cannons
orange.
symbols.
Toucan
Yeah.
Sam.
All right.
Boom.
Boom.
Done. You get
Sunk. Lincoln, any actions?
I don't think I can't really see my other die, but I don't have another cannon, so
You've
I
got
could move.
one really
Yeah, you got
close.
one right there.
It's
Oh,
a
he doesn't
cannon.
have a
You
cannon.
don't have the cannon.
He does not have the cannon upgrade or part.
but I could move here and board that. Well, that's going to get sunk by Dave.
I don't
Or
have a
doesn't
cannon.
cannon.
He doesn't have cannon either.
He can move.
Nikki just did the only cannon fire that will happen this time.
I'm surprised you guys haven't taken cannons.
Yeah. Well, I wanted the hamster.
I wanted a hold.
Well, you're only going to be able to move one. Which one would it be? Well, then we'd both be touching it, right? So I definitely can do that. And that's that. Oops.
You flip your sail.
Yep.
Captain Dave, you
No.
gonna take a sail? You could do long side for sailing.
I understand. I was just wanting to see, is he closer to me than this or not? What do you think?
I'm closer than
Green is definitely closer, yeah.
All right, so I'm only going to get one of those. So I'll take this one.
That's what you should do.
Flip your sail.
Should do.
I got no more actions. Do you have any sail
can
action
move.
to
I can
take?
sail, but I'm not going to be able to take that one down.
Actually, you
so-
did the right one, because if you had gone here,
You're not?
I would have still gone there. We
No,
would have
I used
shared
up
that
my
one,
cannon.
and I would have
Oh,
gotten that.
you're already gonna get it is the point, right?
Yeah.
Well, you're only going to move one ship.
No one.
Right,
all
I'm
right.
saying if you'd done this one, I
Oh,
would
I
have
see what
scored
you're
on
saying.
both
Yep,
of
yep.
these.
Well, wait,
Now you're
you're
just trading
saying
us off.
over
Look.
here I should do this.
No, I'm saying you're already going to get that one, so there's no reason to waste your sail on it.
Okay.
But she could share this one.
No, she can't get closer to it.
What? You don't? Yes, you can.
I don't know what your
Oh, yeah.
dimensional stuff is, but I see that.
I keep forgetting she's red.
Dave's right. You can
Yeah, totally.
You should. You should share
totally
that
should.
one.
sail up and
Share
help
with
board
Dave.
that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
All right.
flip my sail.
Yeah,
and there
especially
I
because it's
am.
the last adventure.
Yeah.
All right, we've all done our actions. You two both board this one.
I'll take the
and you both have more than a one, so that's boarded.
Okay.
What else? Who's green?
Oh, I shouldn't take
Lincoln.
this.
That's me.
So that's gonna get sunk,
Sunk,
right?
yeah.
These here are gonna sink each other. More for Nikki,
Okay.
and then it looks like what
I
is
think green's
Green's
closer
gonna
there.
get that
It's
one?
sunk
Yeah.
Again.
Who's green? You?
Yeah, it's me.
Oh yeah, it's gonna sink you. I'm sorry. And then this, I will get that one. Oh, and of course I skipped this one because it was too close to the box to see.
Yep, Lincoln, you get this.
And that's a boarded.
Yep, and your ship is not destroyed.
And that's the battle. Take your silver and throw out sunken but not boarded ships. I got one. Lincoln's got one.
Get three.
Nikki gets three.
I get one.
And now we take our loot and add boarded ships. Nikki will start. She's going to take 5 for the boarded and draw more with spice.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
Because those are victory points.
4,
Yeah.
5. I drew 2.
Yeah, draw 2 more.
spices,
Draw 2
so
more.
I draw 2 more.
And choke on them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but she's got to
You
get
stop
back
at
in.
It's
2.
a max of 2.
It's a max of 2.
That's not the point. The point is, the more of those she draws, the fewer there are for you and me.
Yeah.
And Aaron.
All right. Do I
So
fix my
4
ship
plus
right
1?
now?
Is that what it
No,
is? I can't see
well,
it.
in a second, but yes.
4 plus 1, I can't see it.
Yes, 4 plus, and then plus for spice. If you ever see the red token, there you go. And it's actually 5 plus 1
Yeah,
because you
you
had
get
the
one
board,
for the
right?
boarded deck.
Yeah. Sorry.
So 1 more for this.
No, that's it.
No,
You
that's
did
it. Sorry, I was
Okay,
wrong.
that
Yeah,
was it.
4 plus 1 plus 1.
Right.
So I have a boarded
Give me
ship,
your boarded
so I draw
ship.
5.
Yes. And then you
1,
draw more for spices.
I had 2, so I'm
3,
gonna wait on that.
4.
Yes.
Yeah, if there are any spices. Oh, thank goodness. 5. I needed
What
that.
would you have done?
I want to workshop it up.
And I do 4 because I didn't board anything.
Wish I had ships to repair.
And
I
I
have to
drew
throw all
a
these away.
spice. Yeah, the next thing is repair ships. So Lincoln throw out 2, Nikki throw out 1. Loot. Oh, and I got exactly what I needed. Thank you. Boom, 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 boom. Yes. Repair your ships and then store
I
your loot
know,
and
I'm
throw out
trying to
extra. And
think about what-
Lincoln, you now are you going to also probably do your sailor?
That's what I'm calculating here now. So yeah, I'm going to take
I'm just pointing out that the phase
take a gold.
comes.
Yep.
Hey, people with 5.
Yep.
I
I'm
need to-
changing it out. Nikki needs to as well.
Is
Thank
the
you.
shipyard
Oh, wait, these are
one?
actually silver. They just didn't see
The
them.
shipyard is 1 blue.
1 blue.
And then let's put these with my
I
ships.
have to pay to repair my ship, so there's that.
Okay.
I gotta say to that, Dave.
Shoot.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right, so all these go back.
All right, everyone stowed?
Yep.
Sail on back to port.
Choo-choo.
Now, like I said, we can do everything simultaneously now if we want, except for the guild. You can't buy anything until we're all ready.
Well, just out of curiosity, no one's doing this. Wait, are you
I'm
trading?
also doing. Oh, is anyone trading in market stuff?
No.
No.
Okay. So
Me and Dave are hiring crew.
You know what? Actually, for me, as crazy as it sounds,
I want the 3 cards that would have been mine.
I totally understand.
I know
that.
about the whole
Makes
simultaneous
perfect
thing,
sense.
but it's just I'm crazy that way.
So while you're deciding, we
Oh,
can move on
wow.
to the shipyard, yes?
Yep. Are these upgrades?
Those are upgrades. Yes.
And these are.
crew.
Thank
Are you
you.
doing a shipyard?
Yes, you can
Yes.
do shipyard.
I am as well.
What do you want, lady?
I would like a cannon.
Oh wow.
Thank you.
Wow, I got. My crew were so all great. I love them. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a cannon too.
No, I'm gonna keep this one.
Are you going to the shipyard, Dave?
I am.
Buy your thing. And then I guess you're also buying an upgrade.
I did. I bought a cannon.
Or are you
No,
doing
the
red and
next
blue?
one is red and blue.
No.
That's a part. Me and Dave, I think, are
I will
buying.
finally buy
upgrades.
I'll finally buy a cannon, even though I wanted to get a hold.
And did you want to draw your 3 workshop cards before I drew mine?
Yes. Do you want to see what my sailor is now?
Sure. Do you want to see what mine is?
Every time I get an upgrade, I get a point.
Mine is out at sea. I can spend 2 rum to draw a crew member.
Ooh.
Oh.
At sea?
Yeah.
Wow.
Olaf Beerson.
But you just get the top one,
Yes.
so it is whatever. it
But
is.
since I have
That's
VP
ridiculous,
for having the
though.
most
That's like
crew,
the perfect card for him. If he gets the rum.
all of mine were good.
Yeah.
No, but I mean perfect card for your end game.
I know. Okay. So, Dave, what upgrade did you buy at the workshop?
I bought bombs. That just
Bombs.
makes all my cannons 6.
This one?
No, it looks like that.
Oh, is it a bunch of monkeys throwing bombs off your deck?
It does look like a
Coconuts?
bunch of monkeys.
I
And
bought.
hang on, please.
No?
I get a coin for the upgrade.
Oh, nice.
Suit of my guy.
I bought the secret hold,
Dun,
which
dun,
stores
man.
any number of treasure yellow tokens in it.
An unlimited
Any-
number?
any
Yes.
That is outrageous.
That's perfectly logical.
That is outrageous.
Yuck.
Now we go on to the pit. Who's got
Starting with the Baron.
treasure
Baroness
to
Nikki.
throw in
I
at the
got
pit?
all kinds of stuff.
What would you like? What
well,
are you
first
going
I'll
to?
do my straight up.
Yep.
So there's one, and then because of my card, I've got 3 more coins.
Wow.
So 4 she
4
gets?
coins.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
Let's give her
here's
5.
one.
No, hang on. She's going to spend some.
All right, he's right.
Give her some
Lincoln,
change.
do you have any treasure to give to
Sure.
Pirate King Ignacy at the pit? 1. Dave, no?
No.
I've got 1, please.
There you go.
And now to the guild. Nikki the Baron,
Yeah.
would you like to buy
No.
this
No.
fancy portrait for 5?
Portrait of myself? No.
No.
Here. I'm joking.
She's
I'm gonna
buying.
Wait,
do
give
it.
him 5 silver though, because you got a ton
Okay.
of silver.
1, 2,
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry.
3.
My fault.
6 victory points
4,
for
5.
Captain Nikki.
Okay.
Lincoln, would you like to buy this fashionable
No.
prosthesis? No.
For 6, for 7. No, I'll leave that.
Saving up for the big stuff?
I don't have enough.
I'm not going to buy it either. I'm going to save for the big
See,
stuff.
if there wasn't that rule, I could buy that one too.
She could, but you can only buy one.
All right.
Wow.
So, who's gets the sword?
Past
No
the,
one yet.
You
Oh
just-
no,
Past
the
the
sword
end
goes
of an
after
adventure.
adventure cards.
She's already
I-
Swordison anyway. She will be.
She will be, but she wasn't at the
I
last
understand.
adventure card.
I'm the-
Past that, flip up your cannons and sails.
Reset.
But you still have 2 things left. Do you don't want to throw in 2 for
Oh, yeah.
a
2
gold
for
coin
coin?
at the pit?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna get stuff.
Yeah,
Are you?
you are. You are.
Hopefully,
the
Dave.
Captain Lincoln, Baron Lincoln will now draw the first hard adventure. Let me shuffle these a little bit because I did not shuffle them at all pregame.
Dave
For
did.
quest number 3.
Here's the shuffling.
Scary. Hard ones.
Ooh, Sea Battle. Time to see if their Navy Academy training is worth anything.
Uh-oh.
3 red, 2 green, 1 yellow. Each yellow and green and yellow ship roll make 1 short range move away from wanted player. Ooh, wanted
Oh,
player.
that's me.
Yeah. The volley, the ship equals a volley of 1. Is that what that is?
Well, the volley action means they will sink the closest ship,
But it's only got a 1.
but then
clo- so-
strength is 1.
Yeah. Okay.
But the
After
volley
it sinks, it's a
action
1.
is scary. Yeah,
Okay.
Volley means sink ship, then turn into a 1.
right.
Okay. And then the other one is volley rolls are 5 strength of 5.
The cannon
Okay.
fire symbol, yes.
And then +1 coin for sinking the red ships.
Oh, Naval Academy.
Okey-doke.
All right, Baron, how many ships are you sending out there?
I'm going to do 3 since I want to try to sink something.
What's the loot number?
5. 3. Sorry.
3,
I saw
oof.
that as a 5. That's bad.
I'm gonna just do 2.
I'll do 3.
I'm doing 3.
Arr, no guts, no
Arr.
glory.
That's right.
I have no
That's
guts
the
or
pirate
glory.
way.
I know. You have slightly less guts and slightly less glory possibilities. Ba-boom!
Boom.
All right, what are we looking for? Ships and cannons? Just that one and that one. What do? They move away from me, the wanted player?
Yeah, from the move away from wanted
And
player.
you are white?
I am white, but my dice
You're-
ships
Hold
are...
on. Each green and yellow make a short move, not the red.
Right. Oh, so this does
Not the
nothing, it's
red.
just strength 1.
Well, we'll do something. It will blow me up when we get
It doesn't
to
take an
blow you
action
down.
right now. So this should move away from the closest white die?
Yep.
That's what it is, 1 short move.
One short move range away.
1 short range move.
And that's the only one?
That's the only one that moves.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, that
Player
was-
actions starting with
That was
Lincoln.
really unlucky.
Okay.
That was a terrible roll by me. Nope, not player actions. Now the yellow, the red ships volley. Right?
Oh, that's separate from the... I'm sorry, I thought it was the...
Nope.
You're right, the red ship will volley and
That's me,
kill
right?
that one.
Ugh.
Sorry, yellow.
Ah,
Sunk.
You should have had more guts and more
it
glory.
is what it is.
Pirates don't say that. They say it are, would it be? All right,
Am I
Lincoln.
touching that 4? I can't see it.
You are not touching that 4, but I think I am touching that 1, or at least indistinguishably close to it.
So I'm going to sink... Oh, I guess I'll move to touch that, which we know.
Okay.
Well, actually, do I want to? Does it matter? I'm going to take that one, right?
Unless
Except
Nikki
Nikki
sinks it
shoots it,
first,
yeah.
I
yeah.
want to shoot at it, but you're going to be first, so...
But he was thinking about moving, because he could also shoot at this one. You should
But she
probably...
can shoot at it if I move to touch it,
Yes,
so it doesn't matter.
right.
I'm going to shoot at that one then,
Okay.
with
Flip
my
your cannon.
cannon. Yep.
Success. There you go.
Hooray,
Dave.
and I get a gold for that. I'll be very excited about that one.
I will take a move because I'm getting nothing this round. Oof. Goodbye all of my movement.
That one
You're going to
get
move
there.
2?
He can't move 2 immediately, but he might.
I'm gonna go. I guess I'm gonna go as close as I want to that. I'm gonna go there. I am not touching that, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to cannon this, just in case Nikki decides to swipe it from me. Because she would have to use both her cannons, but it might be worth it, so I'm going to sink that one.
All right. I want to shoot that red 4.
Done, flip a cannon.
Just I only need to use 1?
Yep,
Yep.
because you have a cannon on the die.
Okay. Sunk.
Lincoln,
I
more
want to
action.
try to get close to this other one, correct? Get closer than... Dave's
To the
dealing with that
green?
one, but I don't know that I'll be closer than...
But yeah, I think you would be. Do that again.
Oh, by
I can't really see,
the
guys.
ruler
You
thing?
would. It would be. I think you would be closer than yellow. I mean, I can't tell you what the ruler will say.
Okay, let's just do it.
You would.
Or wait.
You just basically make me move again.
What's the strength of this die?
3.
And that's a 1, right? So yeah, you'd make Dave move again, but you could get really close with this one. 3 to 1.
So he's hoping to get 2,
I am.
but you sink, right?
But if this one's closer, that'll resolve first, and then they'll
Correct.
sink
If
each
I
other.
move again and I'm closer to this one,
Yeah.
I'll attack it first before I lose my guy.
Yeah.
But then I might get closer to that one than you.
You might.
But this is a.
I'm not talking about that.
Oh,
5.
got it. All right, whose turn is it then?
It's Lincoln's.
So just move me... see
As
if I get
close as you
closer
can get to
him,
that
yeah.
one?
Well, the problem is it doesn't matter. Dave's going to screw me, so...
Probably.
Where am I? Here?
Flip your sail. You got one right there,
far
which does
away.
nothing.
Yeah, it's not worth
And
it.
that one, what is that? That's like you're getting that one unless somebody screws you on it.
I will pass.
Do I make Nikki use her sail by sailing that one over there?
To the yellow?
Yeah, it's still a ship, right? We're all done with actions?
Yep.
So this is the closest? They will sink each other?
Yep.
Sunk,
Probably.
not boarded?
Mistake on my part. I should have not tried to sacrifice my thing.
Lincoln will get this one.
Yep.
That's an extra coin when we go to
Oh,
coins.
that's right, the red one.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
you should have done it.
Well, thanks for reminding me. I
Well,
would have totally done
I
that.
don't remember now. I'm not your boss.
Okay.
Nikki is the
Right.
closest to this. And what's your strength there? Okay, that's only a 1.
One.
No, your cannon, but that means, remember, 3.
Yeah. Okay.
You get that one too. And that's all of them. Coins. Boy, well, Lincoln cleaned up. Coins for sunk ships, +1 for the red one, and 2 more for 2 red ships. Nikki gets 3,
Here's 3.
and I get Uno.
2, 3.
And Dave gets Uno.
I took my 1.
And nobody did any boarding?
There's your 1.
No.
You gotta wait, Dave.
Turn these in for a 5.
So turn in all your enemy
Because
ships,
we are running out of silver.
Here you go.
draw 3.
I don't want red now.
You're taking red from me, though.
Yeah, we want to draw them out of the bag so Nikki can't get them. I got a red. Oh, and I got 2 green.
He's gonna get another dude.
I
on
am,
the seas.
right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Well, that's turning in rum, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
These go back in the bag.
I wonder if he's stealing
wait,
them from
not yet.
us.
Sorry.
Next
Do
is
the
use
right
your
thing.
sailors.
Go for it.
Am I the only one who has one? Lincoln, are you going to use your sailor to get a coin?
Sure, what the heck?
And I will use this for 2. I luckily drew 2 rum.
Oh, they're over
And
there.
I get
Sorry, Dave.
a crew off the top of the deck.
What'd you get?
Lily Vanilli, each time you hire a crew member. Now, I would assume that means hire a crew member at the tavern and not draw one with this guy.
I would assume.
I get a gold coin.
Ooh.
Okay.
I would
Nice.
assume that. A silver coin, I believe.
Silver,
What's her
yeah.
flavor text?
There's luck with this girl on board. Now repair your ships. Dave, you
I did
fast
that.
forwarded, but you did it. Nobody else has to discard, and now stow your loot.
Done.
And Lincoln will draw the next adventure.
This is a crazy.
Oh, it's crazy.
adventure.
It's a crazy
I
adventure.
keep forgetting about the crazy
Small port.
ones.
Small port. This place isn't big enough for us all. You, and you get out. Each player chooses to gain 2. Each player chooses to gain 2 rum or join a brawl. Brawling players roll all their dice 3 times, totaling all the cannons rolled. Highest total of cannons wins 2 silver. Wow.
So you can take 2 rum now,
Or keep
or join the brawl.
Or join the brawl.
And if you lose the brawl, you get nothing.
I don't know, but you could get 2 coins for
You
winning
could
it.
take it for your next thing right now.
Yeah,
You could go and get.
I'm gonna do it, but you're first.
Are you gonna brawl?
No way, I'm taking the rum.
Yeah.
Captain, are you gonna brawl? But also, 2 rum is a new crew member
Yeah.
or a victory
Says
point,
each
or we're
player may
trading for
visit
whatever
the
you want.
pit.
Oh, you can visit the pit this round.
Oh, cool!
Hey.
Nikki wants red.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, she didn't have them though.
We don't.
She's got a yellow though. That's a
Yeah.
straight coin.
And it gets it out of her hold.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
No kidding.
Okay, well, you know what? No guts in the gray. I'm gonna roll all of them.
I have
Okay.
to roll, so.
I'm gonna take my rum.
Why?
So what do we do
I
here?
don't.
ship's full.
I'm
2
sorry.
rum doesn't
What do I
mean
wanna
me no
do?
good.
I want to go to
I'm
the
behind.
pit.
Well, you
so
get to do
I-
that anyway.
Coins. So I have to go
Are
for
you
the
gonna
coins.
take 2 rum, or are you gonna roll for?
A brawl.
Right.
A brar.
What are you gonna do? Fight or drink?
Fight or drink? I'm gonna take 2 rum.
Yeah, I would if I were you. All right, 3 times.
Thank you.
Totaling all of our
One.
cannons.
Is it just you and I?
It's just you and me, baby.
Yep.
Here we go.
One,
1, 0,
2.
Wait.
2 is
So
your total.
2 total. He can
I'm
tie
at
or win
1.
right
You
here.
could win it.
He could do it.
Or
He did not. Wow. All right. And now we can all go to the pit.
Yep.
I would assume we start with Lincoln. He
Yep.
has
Got
no
nothing to exchange.
yellow. No, okay. Nikki has.
Yes. Pit.
We'll take a coin for that yellow.
Wow.
Thank you.
Does Nikki now have the most victory points?
I probably
She's
do.
definitely-
She's got
Yes. Got it.
16.
Yeah, she's killing us.
There you go.
Killing us.
Wanted.
You have 13.
Yeah, but she's got that card, dude.
Well,
I'm not there yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6 and
All
then
right.
my coins.
Here we go.
Ooh, Norrington. Look who's here. It's the Admiral himself. Let's give him a warm welcome. Give him a warm welcome. 2 red, 2 orange, 2 yellow. 4 volley when it's a 4 strength ship
And
on
the
boat.
volley
Yeah,
is
yeah.
first to sink
For
something.
any ships. And then the volley symbol is a strength of 5, and if the skull is rolled, move towards the wanted player, volley, and redrop. Oof.
Ow.
If the skull is rolled.
And then it's +2 for
Eek.
sinking the red.
plus 2.
I think it's
red
is it,
die.
is it
Thank
orange?
It's orange.
It's
Okay.
because orange
Plus
is
2
this,
for sinking
orange has
the
the
orange.
skull, and that's Admiral Norrington's
Okay.
fleet.
I'm sorry. Oh, hey, this
That's
goes
okay.
away.
All right.
Now, don't forget what's
I'm the guy,
stored in your loot
Yeah.
there, and decide how many dice you are.
You
I'm going to
ready?
do
Sending.
3.
Yep, 3.
Ooh, you
Nikki
crazy.
has to throw out some if she
doing
puts
one.
2 or 3 in. She's only doing
Just
1.
one.
Well, she is the volley player after all.
Yeah.
as well.
I don't want it. I'll put
Skulls,
All right.
skulls, no skulls.
No skull, no
Wow.
symbols at all.
Everything's far, too, isn't it?
Yeah, all the enemies are here, and we're all
Yeah,
over
there's no
here.
moving.
Oh, jeez.
I have one
Dave
move.
can move and you can move. Nikki can move.
I'm not going to get anywhere.
All right.
Oh my
No non-player
goodness.
actions. Lincoln has no actions to take.
Nope.
Dave, do you want to shoot or move?
This is going to be the best turn ever for me.
It is. You're just going to sail right into the middle of it and take it all.
I get everything.
No,
This
I
is-
get 1.
Are you white?
Yes.
I don't think you get one.
You don't? You don't think I can touch this?
I'm going to say.
You're going to shoot it first? Oh, you are, you bastard. You're going to get everything?
Yeah. That's the turn I needed.
That is crazy.
I'll just go there.
That's not going to get me anything if I go over
Holy
here.
smokes.
That is literally the best roll you could hope for
That
ever.
was insane.
How are you going to get everything?
My cannons.
Look where his dice are. They're the
Yeah, but
closest.
cannons
My
are short
cannons.
runs.
My cannons are 6.
Yeah, but the range isn't 6.
Doesn't
no,
matter.
but 6 will pick up this, and this.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That ship is going to be the
That's
closest
a
to everything.
6.
Unless green can.
Green has no
Oh, we
actions.
can't move.
I'm the only
Shoot.
one with actions, and I can't do anything with it.
You don't need to do anything. 'Cause
No, I don't.
I'm just going to shoot that on my turn.
No. I know you are. Well, you know what? I got to make you do that,
Yep.
right? So I'll sail right up here and board it.
Okay.
You're the only other one with an action left. Wow.
Well, I was maybe going to just sail in.
Oh, she has.
Cause
but
problems.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't know. It's probably not going to affect
It's not going to
him
do
in
anything.
any way.
No.
Nope.
But do it anyway because you got the sail.
It's the end of the
Yep.
quests or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
You can do that.
Yeah, just get in the fray.
Cannon.
Getting
I'll
in
kill
the
this.
fray.
Okay, I got no more actions. I pass.
No.
I pass.
I'm done.
Okay, this was good.
Oh, that
It's
was
the
from
crazy
before?
one. The
Yes.
crazy card.
Okay, so you're the Baron. It looks like they're all going to Dave, but you can measure the closest and make sure that nobody's going to beat him to anything.
Well, they're all.
The next closest are, of course, Dave's
it's
other
crazy.
ships.
There's no
yeah.
point to measure it.
All right, we're just.
Does this just do all of them? Is that, or does it do settle one?
Well, you settle one. You settle the closest one.
Right.
Then you find the next closest range, which I think is going to be there.
Actually, that 5 might be closer to that.
Well, that's
no, it's
why.
Not gonna, see, does this get to shoot again?
It's not shooting. Now
It's
it's,
the
just
range.
this number. But because I have bombs, it is a 6. In other words,
Right.
this
Well, then that's closer though. I mean, this one's closer than that. for
But
sure.
what is
Okay.
that closer than anything? You have to find the shortest existing range.
In this case, I don't think it really matters.
It doesn't matter because
You're right. That one's only like 9, right? So that should.
These are hard to. It's hard to use. Can you guys
You
see
can turn
these?
it over. It's
Oh,
got
yeah,
the
yeah.
ruler on both sides.
Yeah, but it's still the wrong.
It's like the wrong
Oh,
wrong
it's
direction.
flipped.
For me, anyway, to do this.
Got it. That's a
8 or 9.
8, 8.5. Yeah.
That one's less than 9. That one's less than 9. And then these are big ones, but none of those are
Okay,
even.
so even just this would have made a difference, but yellow's closest to everything, right? So
Yep.
Dave gets all of those, and none of his ships get sunk.
just for the sake of argument, this is closer to this than this 4, correct? In your mind?
Yes, for
Okay,
sure.
because otherwise the 4 would die first.
Yes, but it's not.
Actually, I think this is all illegal because you can't fit all those die on
yeah.
the little space on
No,
your
you have to
card.
accurately stack them
Yeah.
all within that space.
that is
That's
insane.
It is really insane.
Yeah.
Was there any? There was
Well, I
no
dropped
bonus.
those.
Was there any bonus coins for that or
and he
anything?
gets 2.
I'm going to tip you.
2. It's 2 for every orange, which is both of them. So he gets
So-
another
So
additional
he gets
4.
9 coins right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? 1, 2, 3.
No.
It's 2 plus 1.
Oh,
It's
2 extra?
Plus 2 sinking. Is it really?
1,
2
2,
extra?
3,
Yeah,
4,
because we
5,
took
6,
1 in the
yeah.
last one.
I'm going to
Jeez.
take it before people change their mind.
No, yeah, it's not wrong.
That's insane.
And then luckily we
range-
all
oh, wait,
get
we're
the.
not
How much
taking
loot
that.
do we get? You start. We all get the 3. And no one had anything sunk?
No, you guys didn't have a chance, really.
Didn't
I
have
think.
That is like astronomical luck from which I'm sure no one has ever seen in this game.
That's ridiculous.
With almost 0 effort, you sunk all 6 boats and got 10 coins.
Yeah, it's that type of game.
It is. Actually, there are a lot of good asides in the rulebook, and one of them is, hey, it's kind of a dice game, so don't worry about a lot of luck. There's also a nice aside in the rulebook about how these are called galleons, but with one mast, they would technically be sloops. But that's a funny word, and they didn't want to call them sloops.
Wow.
So we just put everything, I guess we get our stuff.
Well, get your stuff.
We'll do the sailors.
Use sailors, which means I'm going to use Olaf Bierson to draw another crew member.
That gets you to your bonus now, right?
No, because we think it's higher. Oh, it gets me to my bonus. Yes, I do get 2 VP at the end of the game.
5 basically, right?
5 if I have more than everybody else.
Nikki, you were going to do good now. I don't think it's...
And now I got the kid, which I could...
Oh, that'd probably get me.
I think I'm going to do this too. So I assume I can use this immediately.
What does it say?
Spend a loot to draw 2 and keep 1. So I'm going to throw a red one back and take one of my choice.
I'm going to do those to take a silver.
Nobody else has pirate...
Actually, technically that should be in the bag.
Fine, you're right.
Because Lincoln, in theory, does his first.
And yes, you're right. So I get to take
Nikki,
2...
are you doing your...
I don't
And keep
understand this
1.
art.
Yeah, it is weird when you flip it.
It should be like that, right? I guess it is still, kind of.
Oh, you mean up here at the mast?
Yeah.
I don't.
yeah, of course.
It's like rolled up now.
Right.
But if he has more than 1...
But I understand, because you want it to be below, and when you flip it up, you have to kind of move.
Well, wouldn't
Yeah.
it be below?
This
I mean,
is-
it's...
yeah,
What'd you do with
exactly.
this?
I don't
Oh, you just
Throwing it
can't
away,
use it.
I can't hold it.
Okay. Repair your ships. No one had any sunk, and then hold your loot.
Hold your loot.
Hold your loot,
I got my loot. I only
or
have 2
forever
this
keep
time,
your peace.
'cause I spent
All right.
those.
Was that the final adventure before we go back to
I
port?
believe so.
All right.
It's port time.
Okay, so
Use the
anybody
market-
going to exchange?
Yeah.
Actually, I
Yes.
might. What do I have here?
You're not going to get a sailor, Nikki?
I am going to exchange.
I am going to
I'm
exchange
going to throw
too.
2 green
I can
for
still
a
get a
red.
I'm going to throw 2 red for a green. So here you go.
You got peanut butter in my chocolate.
2 greens for a red, please.
Oh, I see. Okay. Anybody going to the sailors?
I am, because it gets me a coin when I hire a person now.
And
1,
I'm gonna
2.
go
Are
to
you
a
doing that?
sailor.
No, I don't have the 2.
There's
I
3.
didn't draw them this time.
Sailor, please.
That's funny. You're Mr. Rum Guy.
I know.
Thank you.
Anybody doing any upgrades?
Oh,
I'm actually not.
I wish I could.
Yes.
It's parts first and then upgrades.
Oh yeah, shipyard. Sorry.
Yeah.
What do you need?
Starts
there?
with you, technically.
I wish I could
I don't.
do
I'm
that.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna get another hold, but that means I just turn this over to a squirrel.
Yes.
Yeah,
To a
yeah,
hamster.
And then you get rid of one of
Hamster.
them.
I keep calling it.
Squirrel.
Is it 3?
Yeah.
It turns
Yeah.
into 3.
Turns
Yeah.
into a 3.
Doing the workshop, I'll do that.
Okay. Take the top 3. Me too.
You don't want to take a chance that I'll let you have the first 3 to choose from.
And that gets me this for that.
Let me know when we get to the pit.
You can do the pit as well. I'm going to get 1 coin for my 1 valuable.
All right.
Holy smokes.
Using my
Wait,
special.
who had the most at the end of the... Was it still Nikki for the treasure?
No, it might not
had
be.
Nikki.
Oh, yeah.
I had
She has
I have
16.
15.
No,
16.
I don't
16.
get that much.
No, this
you didn't
doesn't count. It wasn't at the end of the
She
adventure.
had 16 before,
All right.
so it's still Nikki then.
Oh, okay.
All right.
One more.
1 more for a coin.
Thank you.
Wow. Do I want that, Aaron? Or do I want super sails?
Ooh, super
Whoa.
sales.
How
I know, I
many
like those.
sails is
My
that?
ship moves 3 long ranges.
Wow.
What?
Boy, that seems
Well,
good.
there's only 2 quests left and
Well,
not a lot of time.
I'm following a pattern. I'm only taking the things that I don't have to flip over.
That's a good pattern.
That's a smart move.
Because it means I don't have to think.
Mine doesn't have to flip
Dave, do you
over.
want to throw in that valuable
Well, no,
for
but
a
it
coin
also
at
is
the
good not
pit?
having to flip. So I got move within one short range. What does that mean?
The turbine, there's the clarification
Turbine,
in the
there you
rule
go.
book.
Add that to your galleon.
It is a free move every adventure, not every quest, so every card that we play out.
Oh, wow.
And it's a 1 short range move, but it doesn't exhaust a sail and it doesn't exhaust the turbine.
I think that's
It's
just
just
squirrel
one
there
Is my squirrel in a little...
Nice.
inside
Yeah.
the turbine.
And I picked up Heaven's Kitchen, which looks like this. And it allows me to use someone else's sailor during the sailor activation.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
And Nikki, what was your crew member?
I'm running out of room on my ship
I
for
got
stuff.
little Henry, so he's the ready 1 sail.
And I got Oomph, who readies all cannons. Unfortunately, I couldn't
And I will
afford a
trade this
second
in for-
cannon.
Are we at the pit now?
Yeah, we're at the pit. Go ahead and do that.
There you go.
Pit.
Do you have stuff for the
He
pit?
has no pits. All right. Guild.
These just get discarded, Dave?
No, keep it and the thing to remind you what you have.
Because you might pick up an end game bonus for it.
Right. Lincoln, are you going
Guild.
to buy this handsome prosthesis for
goodness.
6
Yeah,
golds? Dave, are you going to buy a trusty servant for 7?
And give you the option on the next one? The answer is yes, I am.
And I'm going to buy
I'm gonna
a
let
letter
you
of mark
do
for
that.
8.
You got
That's what I
your
was
8.
hoping. I was hoping
That
for
is
8.
go.
Yeah.
insane.
There you go, Nikki. It's 9.
9 for 11.
Okay, let me see. What do I got? 5, 6, 7, 8,
9. That's all you need.
Sweet.
Everything resets.
Refresh your sails and cannons.
Refresh, sorry.
I know you're right. It's ready, actually. You ready
Ready.
your sails and cannons.
Ready as sails. I
and-
get the ruler.
And Dave gets the ruler,
yeah.
and we start our final long-form
Pillage
quest.
time!
Woo!
The governor's mansion is quite lovely, isn't it? Look,
Yeah.
a peacock. All right, I need the 3 red, and I need. Where's the little horseshoe guy? This guy.
Oh,
Hey,
an ocean
You get to
tile.
put something exciting in there.
And you actually set them up as shown on there, or
Does that say strength? What? 6, 4, 6,
Oh.
5.
no? It's ship icon for each of them.
All right.
Red.
Yeah.
So these go set like so.
Are they beached?
They start there, but
I'm gonna drop
then he's
one.
going to drop all the dice.
I'm gonna drop dice on them.
And then there's yellow.
3 yellows.
Oh, wow. So that's all we
Before
got.
action phase.
Oh, and what we do.
Compare the strength of each red and wanted player within 2 short ranges. If the red, is that red?
I guess.
Or is that all? It's not yellow, right?
Which one? This here?
Yeah, those explode, right?
Yeah, that's all. So all ship
Oh,
symbols.
here's another one that's
Oh.
been sitting around.
All right.
No, that was just we just
all
did
ship
that.
symbols, red or
Oh, there you
yellow?
go. Yes.
All right. Wow.
Yeah, it's violent.
Pillage time indeed. So red or yellow ship symbols explode 2. The volley is a value of 5, and you get 3 loot for participating.
Ooh.
Yep.
And
Oh, and sorry, and you get +2 for sinking a red.
Oh, same thing as last
Same thing as last time. I'm gonna put 1 in
Yeah.
oh, I'm going big.
because these 3 could explode, and
Well, I'm
these
safe
could
in
also.
that, right?
You are, but I'm not. All 3.
And
1.
I think Nikki's smart because she's the wanted player.
I just likely have the best turn I'm ever gonna have. So I'm
one
gonna.
do- oh, I see.
So I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna take any chances.
Well, nothing bad could happen, right? Other than you could get hurt by that.
I don't want to repair. Like even if this damages, I'll get 2 loot, right? I get 3 loot
But you
for
could repair
participating.
in the next turn, too. We got...
I'm being a chicken.
Okay.
Good
Here
job.
we
Over the.
All right.
All right.
So none of them shifted.
No, they didn't.
They all stayed.
Aaron, it says before action phase, compare the strength of each red and the wanted player within 2 short ranges, but the boat has no value on it. So what does that mean?
I looked this up on BGG ahead of time, and they did sort of omit that from the rule book. But when a ship shows no value, it's value 0 if you ever have to compare it to
Okay.
another ship. So in this case, yes, the
Oh, I see what you're saying.
comparison is going to
It's
happen.
compare the strength of every red die. So if it weren't a ship, it would be a big number. But in
Right.
this case, it's a ship. So Nikki is the wanted
Nikki
player.
is the wanted player,
And she is
got
red?
lucky. Yes, her cannon is
I
strength,
got 2.
which is strength 4, and that's a strength 0.
So that goes away.
she is going to
So she kills
sink that
Blow
for a
it
lot
out
of
of
money.
the water.
And then, oh, that's
That's her only
one.
die, so she's not going to
Yes.
get the other
That
ones.
was lucky.
Luckily.
All right, so that happens first.
The next thing that happens is all ships explode. I'm going to assume this is the first closest for this one.
Yes.
Then,
I think it's Aaron again.
well, we'll find out.
Oh, I think it is. What a
You're
rip.
already-
God
Why are
dang
you
it.
moving this
You're
stuff?
already
I'm not
beached,
trying.
Aaron.
I know, but that doesn't matter. 5.
Oh, you're saved.
Holy cow.
Yay.
That goes away.
I guess no one gets credit for that one.
That's a volley. This is gonna kill. Oh, you're not.
It's
saved.
gonna kill. No, it's gonna kill that and the other. Oh, the red one's gone. Oh, I'm not
It's gonna
saved.
kill this one.
And
That's
me.
the next closest.
Boo.
That blows up.
There's nothing to shoot at.
That's
now.
it. There's just that one over there.
Oh wow.
Wow.
So now, question.
And that's strength 5.
That is strength 5.
So, Aaron, I have a question.
Go.
Because now this ship here, I'm gonna lose this one. I'll move. I'll be able to do that. But what if this was a 5 as well, or 6? Would I be able to board that ship and gain like a bonus for both of those ships?
Board it
Boarding that
twice,
ship?
you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
No, boarding is fairly specific in the rule book that every player who boards it will get the bonus. So you would not get to carve that ship in half and
Okay.
take 2 of them. No.
Well, it's what
It's
we
a-
can fit on our boat.
it's a good question.
Robbing the ship, man. I
Right.
mean, there might be more than I can
All
get.
right.
All right, well, it's me for actions.
you are first.
I pass.
Does it behoove me to take any sailing? I guess it doesn't, because I can't get closer than Lincoln. Pass.
I'm passing.
So I'm gonna move over there, and it's just a short distance, so I'll do that. But I'm gonna lose the ship anyway. But at least
Well,
I
it's
get
a
the
free
bonus.
move.
Yeah.
It's your turbine.
Right, it's the
Oh, it's the turbine, yeah.
turbine.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to flip it.
Isn't
You
it-
get it every time.
It's 1 per adventure. We just have to remember that he used it, though.
Yeah, it's
And
not
this-
how hard is it?
You're right.
In this case, it's not hard.
Okay.
Pass again.
Yeah.
Passing.
There's no passing again.
Okay.
Are you
So
done?
they sink each
Yeah,
other,
yeah.
or and you board it, so
Yeah,
you're gonna
yeah.
get the extra.
I
loot
don't
out.
need to.
Yep.
Okay, coins.
Lincoln and Nikki only.
But does Nikki get 3? The red ones were extra, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's
does.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, it's whatever the opposite of awesome is
Yeah.
Yeah.
for
Come
everyone
on,
but
guys.
the wanted
You want
player.
me to
Okay.
All right,
be
that's
running
this.
with Dave,
Done,
don't
right?
you?
No, draw the loot.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta loot it up. You draw 3 first.
How did I forget all that?
I don't know.
I was like, it's the first time I'm the Baron. That's why I'm all excited. 1,
Is this a retainer in the ocean here,
It is a rotation.
1, 2, 3. Here you go.
or a mouth guard?
Ugh. I mean, hooray.
1, 2, 3.
Oh. You haven't been drawing all the gold that you need with your infinite gold hold.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's right. You have an infinite.
I actually
gold.
have too much
However,
storage.
however,
now.
look at this over
Yeah.
here.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 3 plus we did 3 plus 1.
No, just
you
he
get
gets plus 1. Yeah.
because you boarded.
Didn't she? She didn't board.
She
No,
didn't board.
she
She,
didn't
just
board.
she just blew up.
I just
She
shot.
blowed up.
She blowed up real good.
Can I do this?
Hey, there's that rum.
And one more.
Hey, more rum.
One more.
One
Oh,
more.
because you
Yay.
boarded. We took it away, but you get one more.
Yay!
Thank you,
Oh
sir.
man,
You'll
there's
need,
the rum
you'll need
again.
it. You're gonna have to repair your ship anyway.
I'm back in the rum.
What's
game.
next? Sailors, right?
Yes.
All right. What was your sailor? Your sailor is
1 is toss a loot in the bag to draw 2 and choose one of them. And 1 is 2 rum for a crew. And the other's ready all
And then I
cannons,
have
which you
the
don't
one
want.
that gives you spend 2 of the same. To
two of
get
a kind.
Yeah,
get
for a
gold.
coin.
Done.
I could reset a sail, but I
Well,
didn't
but-
sail anywhere.
Yeah,
so.
none of us really had good actions.
I'll
that
No.
time.
I'll need loot next time is the thing. And what was Nikki's?
It's the reset the sail.
Reset a sail.
Oh, and then she has the
Sail.
other one in the port.
That's-
No, I can't use that. This is
Okay.
only during the
Only at
sailor
the
phase. I think I'm gonna use Lincoln's.
Yeah.
We got a wine skin
And
here.
I'm gonna throw. I'll throw 1 in the bag to take a choice, but then all my ships got exploded, so I'm gonna lose 2 of my 3 loots no matter what. But I'll keep the rum because that's good for me.
Wait, why
All
don't
right.
you take that gold off?
Because I'm going to have to
Oh, to fix your
throw
ship.
out
I'm
2
sorry.
in a second to repair.
Okay,
Anybody
I'm gonna,
else
I'm
have
gonna spend
actions?
2 to get the.
To get
it
your
doesn't
coin?
take that from me, right? It
No,
just
no, no.
gives
No,
me
I
it's
just
just-
I'd mirror it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm able to mirror it.
Okay. Now repair ships. I have 2 to repair, and nobody
I
else.
got 1. I got 1.
One's got 1.
Let's do.
Look at that. We were all. Well, Nikki's got tons of loot. We all have like one thing. That's kind of cool.
And stow your
10.
loot.
Stow your loot.
Yeah. Okay.
And
This should
then
actually just go.
10,
done.
11.
Should die.
I have 19 points.
I have 13.
Nikki, I have 19 points. How many do you
Oh.
have?
Over here.
17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2.
Okay.
22.
So you are still the wanted, right?
I
Yep.
am still wanted.
Okie doke. Next up,
Crazy adventure.
Crazy Adventure Bombs! Bombs! Starting from the player with the most victory points,
Yeah.
and in descending victory point order, each player tosses 1 die at a time into the box until all dice are tossed. Players are allowed to hit other dice.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's strike! Players total the results of their dice. The player with the highest total gains 1. So we're just going for 1.
Yep.
So we're hoping to have like 3 6s.
Yep.
Correct.
So
All
I
right,
just
Nikki.
throw
Or
this
cannons.
in.
Dave's cannons are 6s
My
too.
cannons are 6s.
How
So you
many
toss one
points do
in.
you have?
I have
18?
No, 17.
Okay.
18.
No, I'm sorry, 7. I did the same thing.
Do you have 18 also?
No, I have 19.
Okay.
Are you in the last place?
Yes, I have
Victory
13.
points wise? All right, toss
Oh,
one
but
in.
that'll change.
Tossed.
A 5.
Right?
Oh, I'm next.
So
Yes.
you try to ding me?
He changed it to a 4,
Cannon.
Yeah.
which is a 4.
Cannon's a 4
You're
for
next.
her?
And so it's just highest
Highest total of all
showing.
3 dice.
Oh, we're doing
Okay.
it based on how many points we have in the game?
That's the order that we're
That's
doing.
the order we're tossing. A victory point order.
Hey!
5. Nice.
Tried to hit you, though. It didn't work. These are too small.
Don't
Oh, I
you
didn't
want
really
me-
want to
God.
hit her.
I
but
thought
I rolled
everybody
a
wanted to go
3.
after me.
Wait, no, no.
Oh, sorry, Nikki's
Back
next.
to Nikki.
I got
Oh.
excited.
What? I get to do
Roll.
it
Yeah,
again?
we
We're
roll
all
our
three.
dice.
Do I need to hit people?
It's up to you.
If you want to change that 5 to like a 3 or something, sure.
Like that's gonna happen. And I missed.
I roll a
6
6.
is good.
That's a 6.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it
is.
Let's see if I can hit it.
Yeah,
You
can
did.
hit both.
Hey, it
and
just
it's a
bumped it.
6.
Ah.
It's funny that they... Wow.
Ouch.
Oh, it turned into a 6 again.
No, I think they both stayed what they
No.
were. And mine is a.
All right, Nikki,
no, mine's
last
a
one.
3,
Okay.
4.
Oh, missed it all. Nikki and I are tied.
Hey, at least I got a 6 out of that.
All right, let's see. So Dave has 15 and Nikki has 14.
I have 14.
Wow.
You
And
hit
I
me.
got like 5, so I can only play spoiler.
That's not true.
Yeah.
You
can
can
bump
hit
your own
me
dice.
and get into a 6.
I'm gonna hit.
You need to hit me
I'm gonna hit
into
Nikki.
that.
Nikki's the leader.
What?
I gave her 18.
Yeah, thank you.
666.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome, pirate captain.
All right, on to the next adventures, lads.
You bumped them all to 6s?
Yeah.
Worst pirate ever.
Well, she had 1 6, right?
Bloody
or two,
battle.
yeah.
2
At least
yellow,
one.
2 green, 2 red. It's the bloodiest of battle. Okay, the 2 lowest. Excuse me while I read the bloodiest battle.
Excuse me while I chained to the Superman, Lois.
2 lowest strength non-player ships make 1 short-range move away from the wanted player. Any ship symbol is a volley. After that, it is a value of 4, and any cannon symbol is a 4.
Okay.
6 loot for participating.
Wow.
Okay.
6.
Okay.
I gotta throw them all out there, see if I can get something.
Yeah, I do too.
Wait, what, you decide first.
I don't see any reason not. Well, if I put 3, then the most I can gain is 3. But I can't lose all 3 of my ships, right?
Dude.
I might as well take a shot at it.
Woohoo!
And we get a lot of... See, we can fix it, though. We got a lot of treasure
Right.
to fix.
Yeah, it's a lot of treasure.
Right. Oh, sorry.
Hey, man.
Here we go. Hey, what happens when that happens?
Well, Baron, Dave,
What happens now?
you must collect all the dice and drop them
Oh,
again.
my gosh.
Yeah, and let me also tell you the rule. I've never seen this happen, but if a die is cocked and like leaning up against the side of the box or another die, the Baron is supposed to pound the table in frustration until they all settle down flat.
Nice.
Let's try that again.
All right. Whee!
Everything in the box.
All right, so wow, we got 4 ship symbols. They all move away from Nikki.
Hang on, no. The 2 lowest strength non-player ships. So the ship symbols are 4s.
And the cannons
but that's
are 4s.
a 3.
That's a 3. Everything else is a 4. We rolled 5 ship symbols.
How do we break that tie? Oh,
Man.
Let's say,
let's just do the 1.
yeah.
I don't know if I've rolled barely any cannons. I think I rolled cannons before I
So
had
we're,
cannons.
what's Nikki? She's red, so this is just going
Red.
to go
Just
there.
goes into the corner.
Yeah.
And then we're not going to do the
Let's
others?
not break the 5-way tie. Or you're the Baron, you just pick one.
How about just the one closest
Closest
to
to
her?
her? Okay.
All right, so
So that,
is it?
to all these red dice?
Oh,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just goes here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Works for me.
Yeah, it does work for you.
Yeah, it does.
All right, now, any ship symbols?
Yep.
Volley!
Uh-oh,
So,
that doesn't work for me now.
what's a volley do?
A volley sinks the
ship.
closest ship.
Okay, that's going to be me.
So that's going to be these 2, and this
Oh,
one is
wow.
going to,
So I lose these 2.
and I lose this one.
Yes.
Wow.
And this one sinks a yellow ship. It does sink non-player ships.
Oh, wait.
You were way closer.
Then,
Oh.
then these to each other?
I don't know. You should have
Whatever.
measured them.
I pulled them out.
All right. And then this one will
that's
sink
me.
you.
I have no
My
ships.
gosh.
Woohoo! That's okay.
How could we
What?
have so many ship symbols?
It balances out from the other turn. All right.
Okay.
Done. I have no actions. My turn's gonna be fast.
Wow.
This is why I didn't want to throw all three.
What's the value of these now?
It's
Fours.
4.
They're all
Fours,
fours.
okay.
Okay, Aaron.
I'm gonna use a cannon and sink. Well, actually, should I? No one can get there, right? I don't have to do that yet, do I?
I need to get up, sorry.
You are over here. You have 1 sail. I think I'm going to sail and try and go here. Yeah, this might be a good move. No, I'm only going to get 1 because we're tied. So I'm just
Yep.
going to do that.
It's the same thing. that
Just
happened
touch
to
it.
me.
Yeah.
Nikki.
I'm going to sail towards that green one.
With your 5.
My 5.
Okay, doke.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Lincoln, move it for me.
Sorry.
And flip your sail, Lincoln.
I'm going to first use my little turbine,
Right.
and I'm going to go
Yeah, right.
one edge.
Oh, you're going to get both of those, aren't you?
I'm going to try. Well,
I think you can do it.
No, I'm going to blow up.
But if you get them, touch them both, they'll all happen at the same time.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I can definitely do that.
You totally
right?
can.
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then,
That's it. That's 1 move action.
right. Oh yeah.
So you're done.
Dave.
Back to you. I have
No,
no.
you haven't.
I have no ships.
Dave, look at all your ships and decide what they want to do. All right, I guess I'll use the cannon just to
Oh,
blow this one
y'all.
up.
Who's this one?
I know.
Whoa, whoa.
I
Aaron's
know.
number
That's
one.
very pirate.
Aaron's number 1.
I'll blow up this one, and that is sunk.
So I'm going to move. Oh, Nikki.
With a
Oh,
cannon?
she's already done it. So
Yeah,
believe
I
I
had
can
1
shoot.
cannon and a cannon there.
Okay. Yeah. Shoot.
I believe I can. Yes.
Well, no, but
Oh,
you don't.
clear.
You have 2. Oh yeah.
She has
She
2
does if you want to
cannons.
do
Yeah.
2, but you're gonna get that one anyway, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh.
do you need to shoot it?
I am going to get it.
You're the closest to it, unless Lincoln sails in closer.
No, but even if he does, he's too low.
Right.
No, I'm going to try to do these 2.
Yeah, of
Oh.
course you
There's
are.
no way for
All
me.
right.
Yeah, don't waste your cannons. Save
I
them for the
won't.
next
Because
adventure.
everything else is
I
3s.
won't waste
They're
my
not gonna. They're going to
cannons.
lose.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah.
this is the only move left,
Yeah,
right?
just
And
move
you
them
can
to
do
touch
it.
'em,
You can
yeah.
touch both of them.
Interesting.
Yeah. Flip your sail.
Okay.
Pass.
Pass. Nothing. All right.
So she probably could have moved that cannon instead, right? And
But-
shot something with her. She
I
could have
wouldn't have
moved.
gotten over there. And I only have 1 sail.
Right, but this is a 4, right? It's going to be dead, 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 and then she'd get it.
She's already used her sail.
Whatever.
From the previous adventure. Lincoln gets both of those and sunk, and I get this and sunk.
This kills yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But you boarded those.
And
That's
this,
good.
Nikki gets this one.
Okay.
Yes.
Doing.
And that's everything.
Take coins for your sunken ships.
There you go.
There's 1,
Thank you.
Those go to you, Lincoln.
2, sir. 2 for me.
Thank you. Coins. Where's the bag?
And you had boarding, so Lincoln's gonna get 2. Oh, was mine boarding?
No, I don't.
Yes,
think
I sailed the 4 over to touch, so I have 1 boarded.
Okay. And
So
2
I'm
of your
gonna-
ships are dead?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't lose a ship. A miracle.
I'm drawing 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh, we don't know what those 3 are.
6. I'll show you right
I'm
now.
drawing 7.
There's that. Okay, I want
It's
that.
gold.
I want that, and I want that. And I will spend these 3 to repair my ships.
This was the last one, correct?
This was the last one of this
So we
quest.
go to port.
And then we get a horrible one.
But
So
it's really not that. Wow, I got a lot of rum.
I get 3 plus 1.
You get
Is that
6
the deal?
Gold.
You get 6 total.
I do need gold, I know, because I can hold it.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, I know.
But I get to do
That's
this.
awesome.
Oh my gosh. Well, she's got 4 gold there at least.
yep. Plus that.
Oh my goodness.
I can only store
You can only store 3.
3 though, because I already filled that.
Well, just do the reds and the gold, and then
Yeah.
you got 6 gold pieces.
Boy, that's-
So we draw 6, and I get 1 extra, 2 extra.
2
right?
extra.
Yes. So just try 8.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just.
But 6 plus 2, correct.
And then you're gonna have to throw 1 in for the repair.
Oh, I did sink one. I'm sorry, I said I didn't sink anything. I was wrong. I forgot because it was touching.
Yeah.
Yep. 1, 2,
6.
It was a bloody battle. You sunk 2 ships and boarded them at the same time.
My battle
Yeah,
was
not a
very
single
bloody.
gold.
Yes, it
All the
was.
gold is gone.
Yeah.
8, right?
Well, that's because these guys are storing it as well.
No, I got nothing.
Yeah, he had to.
I got a
toss
big
it
hold,
away.
but nothing in it,
The
man.
worst hold ever.
All right. I'm gonna use my sailor to draw a crew member.
I'm going to use my sailor to ready my sail.
Wow, this could.
You don't need to do
Doesn't
that.
matter though.
No, it doesn't. But
Because
it,
we're not
well,
at
you're right. It
sea
does.
still.
Okay,
Yes.
I just drew a new crew member who can turn spice into an upgrade. So I'm going to try to throw this in here for spice.
Oh.
Because I have the kid who lets me draw 2 and keep 1.
Nice.
I can actually combo all 3 of my at-sea sailors if I draw a spice right now.
Combo.
Remember, you still have to throw 2 of those away when you're
I
done.
know. No.
And you got your rum hole.
No gold
But
either.
I have too much rum now. So actually I'm gonna throw these 2 away.
Can a pirate have too much rum?
Repair your ship. Are you using your guy? You
That's
did.
my
Are you
repair. I
using
did
your
that.
guy?
Yes, I need to.
I'm throwing these out because I
2 of
can't.
a kind for
I
this.
threw 2 away.
Here you go. And
Anybody else got stuff to throw
I can
out?
mirror abilities, but the mirroring abilities. Let me just make sure.
Dude, this is the thing. The 2.
Yeah, that one's
No,
good.
the problem is this. I need to save 3 to repair these
repair.
guys.
Oh, you
So-
don't want to waste the gold.
It's already
No,
what I
yeah.
want.
Right.
So
It's 2 gold versus.
no one has an ability that doesn't use a token, right?
Do you want to? Do you need this upgrade, or do you want to try
It
to
gets-
turn one of them into
It
gold?
gets me a coin,
All
and
right,
it might help me
you're
in the
right.
last
Then
battle.
you're right. There's
So
no-
I'm going to do it.
Okay.
So I'm doing
So
none
that's
of
your
that.
repairs,
These are my repairs.
and then stow your loot. and
Aaron,
then
you did your
I did
repairs.
my repairs.
Nikki, you did your repairs.
I got to do 1, so let me figure out. Let's just use. Oh wait, here. Let's do that one.
Okay. And then stow your loot.
Okay, so I can do 4 of these.
Yep. That ship's repaired.
That is a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
Nikki.
That's awesome.
Goodness, what am I going to do? I guess maybe I can always do 1 and 1, and then okay, that's what I'll do is this, because I can turn this in for a dude or gold,
Right.
and then I can get 2 upgrades, an upgrade in a workshop thing.
All right. Anyone trading stuff in?
No.
No.
Aaron, you buying one of these?
Yes.
Does that get you a silver as well?
Yes,
do the
thank
same
you.
thing.
There you go.
Nikki's not. I'll do 1 as well.
There you go, sir.
Be something good.
Way. Are you going here as well? Nikki, do you want anything from the shipyard?
No.
Doesn't really matter. Lincoln, do you want anything from the shipyard?
Yes, I do.
These are all some.
I think I want another cannon.
Okay, there you go. It's probably smart. All right, what did you get?
I hired another kid. There's nothing like sea school.
You can double a guy up.
According to the rules, there's no prohibition against it.
Hey, guess what? Because I'm doing the same thing. I'm doubling up Jacob's
Okay.
Selic, which is just spend 2 of the same type
For
to
our
gain
coin.
another silver coin.
Right.
So you would need 4 of a thing then. You
Well,
need two
two
pairs.
sets of 2. Yeah.
That makes
And
sense.
the downer is we're going only on 1 deal.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I may not
Only
even
one
get to
more
exploit
adventure. Anybody else hired? Okay.
These go in the bag for no reason.
Who's buying
I am
parts at the
these go in the
shipyard?
bag. I'm buying a workshop part.
it. Oh, I'm doing the same. Here.
You mean that's an upgrade?
Hey, I'm first.
I'm
Dave.
buying an upgrade.
I'm
No,
buying
the
a
bear.
part. I'm buying
Okay,
a
I'm
cannon.
sorry.
You guys are all
Keep
jumping
sorry.
at us.
We jumped that.
All right.
Did you want anything
I bought a
else?
cannon.
Nikki already did her thing. Did you want anything here?
I already did it.
Are you buying an upgrade?
Yes, I am.
Oh my gosh.
Are you buying an upgrade?
Nope.
I am.
I'm trying to move this along. I apologize.
Oh
These
my
go in the bag.
gosh.
These go in the bag.
I've had every time I've drawn it.
They each have their own
All right.
separate
Every time
tile.
I've drawn it, I've had
I
this
bought
one.
super cannons.
Ooh. So that
And?
makes 1 cannon value 2.
No, all my cannons have double range.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, double range, not 2 strength. That sucks.
I
a
bought.
one-time use, but there's only one more thing to do.
I bought a ram. I get to sink an enemy ship that I'm touching before we
Ah,
do
there you
boarding
go.
and battles and everything.
I got
Okay.
the steering wheel, which changed the strength of one of your ships to any result, which
This
is cool.
Oh, that is cool. I wish
that
there
is
was more
nice.
like that.
Bring
To any result, though, it doesn't say strength,
I have all the discards.
so I can make it a cannon,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which
I
I
would
don't
agree.
necessarily need. But
All right, I'm gonna throw 2 of these in for 2 coins.
I got none left for
I need
those.
6 coins for what I'm throwing in.
Why don't you?
Here's 10. Can you
Yeah.
give me 4
Yeah. Yeah.
what are we doing? Oh,
Why don't you give me your loot to throw back in the bag
coins?
while you're choking on all those coins?
And do you get coins?
For what?
Stuff to trade. We're at the pit now.
The pit. He's got no more
I got
loots.
no more stuff.
All right, I'm gonna buy this for 10.
For 10,
I'm gonna buy. What can I buy for 6?
Nothing. Nikki, do you want to buy this for 11?
Yes.
I don't think I can buy the last one. Can I?
12.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll
you
do
can.
it.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
Sweet. I didn't think I was going to get one.
There you go.
Wow.
Well, you did. There's nothing left at the pit. At
All
the
right,
guild,
at
sorry.
the guild. And
Wow.
now we go on the final.
Oh boy,
Okay.
you're kidding. Oh,
No, that's it.
That
You
was
already
my
won. Stop
win
whining.
strategy
You've
at the
already
end.
won. Flip up your sails and cannons.
You are the last Baron. I have nothing to flip up. I didn't use any of
didn't
this.
use
I didn't use
any.
anything for the entire adventure.
It's
Well, I
time
didn't use my
for the final
I'm
duel.
not rolling cannons.
The final duel. Time to fight for our honor.
Lincoln.
you guys.
Oh.
But you get
And
extras,
some
remember, if
gold.
you board. You get extras if you
It
board.
isn't going to happen.
And some. We get 3 green, 3 red, and 3 yellow ships.
Well, there's a chance that something could
Yep.
happen.
The ship symbol volleys, so they can sink the closest ship, but they're only a strength of 1.
Okay.
The cannon symbol is a strength of 5.
Okay.
And it's 2 loot, that's
Isn't
it.
that the volley symbol?
2 loot.
I don't know if it has a name, but we should stop calling it volley because there's an action called volley, and it's highly
Calling it-
confusing.
There's probably a name for it. I'd like to point out, and it likely didn't matter. I don't think we recalculated wanted before the end of that last adventure.
I don't think it mattered.
didn't matter on the last
It wasn't
card.
me.
Still going to be
Anyway,
hurt. Probably.
it doesn't matter. Anyway,
You're right, it didn't matter.
How many
The
you gonna
final-
add?
All of them.
You only get 2 loot.
Yeah, but doesn't
I
it
get
matter?
more coins for sinking.
That's true.
And more opportunities to ram.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm going
3.
to hopefully make something happen.
It seems weird. Wouldn't you always put your last 3 in?
In the final duel? What are you, a coward?
Well, the only thing that's good, though, is if you don't want to lose stuff, if you're worried about storage, but you've got...
I got nothing.
But you're not
What does that
carrying
one do?
anything.
It's gonna
Super
be 3 points
duper.
at the end of the game.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, I thought you could store.
He's got a pretty... He's
I've
got
got-
a pretty...
I've got-
It's
Gold
he's got
rare.
cabin.
Long
It's
story.
Rich's cabin. If he were playing, he would have this one.
All right, ready?
Sure.
Here comes the final duel.
The fun. Okay, I'm not gonna sing it.
yeah.
I'm not gonna sing
Please
it.
don't sing that song.
Not gonna.
It's already been in my head the whole day.
Is that singing it?
Close enough. It's already in my head.
Yipes.
All right, ship symbols will volley. Did we roll? We rolled 1, 2 ship symbols. This is closest. Goodbye, yellow cannon.
What?
Then
I'm not gonna get anything again.
you might get sunk twice too.
Yellow again.
Wait. That's a 3.5. That one's like 3. It's actually going to sink this
Phew.
non-player ship.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yep. It sinks its friend.
Are those the
here.
only ones?
Those are the only ship symbols.
All
and,
right.
and there's no, and those are only strength 1 now, and there's no cannon symbols for strength 5.
Okay.
So,
Starting with you.
starting with me, can I shoot anything? Where's the card?
No, this
I
is gonna be easy.
shoot
turn.
that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of bummed.
I can just
You're
out of
green.
range there. So I'm going to
You
shoot
can shoot stuff.
this.
Well, I mean, I can do all 3. Well, the other cannon
I'm
doesn't
shooting,
matter.
sinking this 3 with a cannon,
Okay.
with a cannon symbol.
Okay.
Nikki,
I'm going to shoot the yellow one. I'm pretty sure I reach.
Yep.
you gonna spend both your cannons on that?
Yeah.
Good choice.
So boom.
And flip both. Lincoln's turn.
Okay.
So, what... I can't even see. I should maybe use one of these as a cannon, then maybe another one as a 6, right? So I could beat that
Oh
one.
yeah, I forgot about that.
I
Cool
also
thing.
can move, too.
Does this? Is that like an action? It is an action to use your steering
Yeah,
wheel.
I would imagine you just flip it over, right?
Yeah, just checking.
So I want to try to do that. I want to maybe get close to those. I mean, those are all going to get shot, though, right? And Dave's got... Oh, that one Aaron's going to
I would have to move and shoot.
Yeah. I guess I should take shots at everything I can. So I will shoot. I'm only going to be able to do 2. So I'll do this one,
Okay.
and that's just done.
Take it and flip a cannon.
Okie dokie.
Dave, action.
I will use my cannon to shoot something.
I really can't stop Lincoln from shooting stuff, right? So he's going to be able to shoot that. Even with my extra exciting long range,
It doesn't really ultimately matter. So just for fun,
For fun's sake.
I can't reach that. No, I can't.
You can do
Just in case I could, I will just get rid of.
I'll get rid of this 5. No, I apologize.
I don't think
I'll
you
get,
can reach that.
I'll get rid
Yeah,
of this.
yeah, you can.
I'll get rid of this.
Just barely.
My cannons have a range of. A
Oh,
double,
yeah,
a double
Oh,
range.
I
Right.
forgot about that double range.
Yeah.
I guess. What are my cannons? I'm gonna sail right in here. I'm gonna snake one of these from Lincoln.
That's fine. I mean, I don't understand. I don't think I can do them both, can I?
I don't know.
You can only shoot.
I
All
can
I know
maybe
is I can
board
get one, and
Right.
that's all I can try to do. I
Yo
used my
ho.
sail. Nikki, do you
I-
want to sail?
Can I board anything?
What are you? Red?
Red.
No, your stuff is way too far away from anything cool.
Do you
Well,
have
no,
any
she could board
You
that.
can board
Oh
that
yes,
one.
but more than likely you and I are going to sink those
Sink it
before
first, yes.
So
before it
there's no
happens.
re-
Well, no, do it. I mean, what does
It's the end
it
of
what
the
does it
game.
cost
It's
you?
not going to
Exactly.
cost me in nothing.
So sail
So
on
I
up there.
sail and try to board this thing, but you're probably going to blow me out
Right.
of the water.
Or
You're going to blow me down. Okay, so I'll just do this one. I can't really see it, but
Yeah.
it's just the same thing. Flip it. I
Yep.
prefer to board it, but it ain't
Don't
gonna
take
happen.
yours.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
It won't matter. But Dave, got any other?
Those are not
moves?
boardings. Those are sinks.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
sinks.
I will sail.
Okay, she can't move. You can't move. You
I
have,
can move.
You have one move.
I have 2 moves. I haven't moved anything yet.
Oh,
He's
that's
got-
right, because
yeah.
you have the turbine.
Turbine.
And that's at a 4, so that's okay.
What's a 4?
Your cannon is a 4.
Well, it could be whatever I want it to be.
I'll move there.
Yeah, because he's got that special
Oh, that's right.
thing.
I'll use my cannon to shoot this 5.
All right.
Nikki's out of actions.
Oh, you didn't shoot it out though, so I did board it. Right?
No, it's still his turn.
No, I shot the 5.
Oh, okay. So she can board
but,
that.
or I didn't. You're right.
Yeah.
You can still get it.
I can board it.
I can board it.
Well, if I shoot the 2, the 5 would kill me. So yeah,
Okay.
it's yours.
So I'm boarding it.
Lincoln,
But Lincoln
actions.
is as well.
I'm going to move my little
No, he's
short
not touching it.
turbine and go to touch that one ship.
Now
that
he is.
We're going to share it, right?
Now you are. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that one's used.
Oh, I could have done that. No, I could.
Okay.
Dave,
I will.
move.
I will move. I feel like I should move to here just to share in all the fun with everybody.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to share this one.
Oh, because you can move toward it.
Yeah.
And you can turn that cannon to whatever number you want?
Yes.
Oh, that is sweet. All right, I won't think too hard. I'll just go here. Even though it'd be more fun to share that one with everybody.
I'm out of actions. Nikki's out of actions.
Aaron's close. Very, very close to sharing.
That was as close as I could get. If I could touch it, I could have rammed it and got it before anybody. I had a battering ram,
Yeah, that was.
but I was just far enough away to not be able to get
Boo.
there. Yeah, I know.
So it's me.
He's the only one who has
do
an
it
action
again.
left.
It's easily.
Yeah, just touch it.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Pass, pass, pass.
yep. So here, Lincoln, you
And I'm
take
gonna
this
change
one.
the value,
Oh. Does it matter?
I
Yeah,
guess
he
it
has to
does.
do it.
Oh, because he has to boost that up above a. No,
Correct.
this is a 1. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
No, it's
okay.
not. It's a 4.
It's a 1.
Oh.
The cannon's a 5.
Yeah, okay.
You get this. Here's your fake ship.
Thank you.
This is boarding. Whee!
Boarding.
It is boarding. And
I'm boarding.
you get this, and Nikki, you board that.
Nicely
I
done.
need
It
treasure.
doesn't matter what
Good
color it
for
was.
Aaron.
No,
That
was a
you
good
boarded.
turn.
Yeah, for everyone but me, who was already in last place.
All right.
But you're gonna do well here pretty soon, right?
What? No, I get like 5 points.
That was 8, like 4.
No, it's
7.
2 and 3.
I like it. I like
yeah,
how he
it's-
throws away 5 points though. Like I get like 5
It's
points.
5. I
Draw your
understand.
blue.
He just got 4 right there.
I know. It's good. Draw your loot.
No, first coins.
Oh.
I get 1. You get 2 and throw away that first ship. You get 4 and throw away those 2, and you get 2.
Throw in this.
Throw away the
The
sun.
left side, yes. Because then you remember. Then the loot is what
That's
is
a
it?
good way of
2?
tracking it. But the one that's weird is yours. You can barely see the one that's the
I know. Yeah,
sub-ship
it is.
one.
The art does
I
sort
thought
of
there was
cover that
something
one.
wrong with that
I did too.
card.
I thought.
Am
Does
I
this
the only
guy?
one that has to repair? I'm the only one that has to repair.
Yep.
Ugh.
2.
All right, 2, 3 for you because you had a boarding.
Oh, money, please. No.
Yeah,
Red
you don't
or
need
gold, right?
Yeah,
She doesn't
red or
need
gold.
any
There
more.
it is. Hey, she got it.
That's
Just
it.
3.
3.
That's it. You can
Count
stop.
to
Oh, you
3 and
said
stop.
4.
No, I said 3 because you had a boarding. You heard what you wanted
So
to
I
hear.
get 4, right?
Sure did.
Yes,
Yes.
Lincoln gets 4.
Hey,
Nice.
this is, I think, my first gold.
Boo.
It
Yeah,
might be.
because
Yeah.
she draws
She
it
usually
all.
draws
She
them all.
draws it all in
Another
front.
gold.
Oh, and a 2 of a kind. That's exactly what you wanted.
Yeah.
Nice.
Need the rum.
And I get 3.
Dang it.
Yeah. Did you board? Yes, you get 3.
1.
Wow, this last turn's going to be really fast.
And 3.
Yeah.
Import.
Hey, I got
Exactly. It's literally just a couple of points.
Well, I'm going to spend these 2. to
Well,
get-
wait.
Okay,
Dave has to
sailors.
repair.
Okay.
I will repair with this.
I have a sailor to use. I can use the kid twice and try and draw for yellows.
All right. Well, they're not out here.
Right, there should be 10 or something in the bag. Nope. Try it again.
Is it throw in 1, draw 1?
Oh, we know it was 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, well, here's the second one. All right, so I don't even have to use this. You're right, I would totally...
And is it draw 2,
It's
keep
draw
2?
2, keep 1 of your choice of those 2.
That's a good deal.
Did you want to copy that ability?
Well, that's what I was asking. If I do and I get a gold out of this, it doesn't do me any good. I'm just as easily to copy Lincoln's ability to
And
throw
just
away
take
a
a
pair
gold.
for a silver.
I agree.
Oh, I see, because you could end up without a pair. Is that
Right,
what you're
well,
concerned
It's a
is?
gold
Correct.
either way, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is a guarantee.
Right.
Yes. I didn't get enough loot because there wasn't enough loot.
Right.
There was value to me in being able to buy this.
I get
So
you.
Nikki's you're not doing anything with your sailor? Oh, that's
No.
replenish your thing. I'm going to do that with the 1 and get
You
it.
get
but
a
if,
coin.
but if I draw rum, if I do this and draw rum, then that's the worst.
Okay.
But I will use Lincoln's ability
And take a
throw
coin.
these away and get this.
And then, okay. So just do what you're going to do at port now.
Nothing.
I get 2 coins.
Okay.
I don't think I get a gold.
I guess
I got rum. I
Here's
can
a
get
bag
drunk.
for this.
Does this have to be a set to turn in to either the market to get a
No,
red?
any 2.
Any two here.
Any 2.
Yeah.
Be a
So-
gold.
Or you can just throw them in at the pit. Same
Yeah.
thing. It's
Throw
just a
it at
straight
the
up
pit
coin.
too?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there's, and then the
And she gets
coins. So I
two more
get
for
2
you.
coins.
There you go.
Yes.
Thank you.
So that's it, right?
Yeah, we don't even
Now
get
we
to
just
do
add our
the
points?
guilds.
There's no guild, right. So,
All right.
right, add them up. Don't forget your special 3 for your cabin. And am I the only one who got a yellow crew member for
I-
end games?
See if I would've got
No
one.
I didn't
endings.
see
I was
that.
hoping to draw one this
Oh,
turn.
right. You probably
Because there's
won't.
one for the most of.
There are only
all blue.
3 in the deck,
All blue.
so
Of
it's
the-
not a
of the
lot.
gold
Of the
cards?
gold cards.
Yeah,
the
oh my
gold
gosh.
crew members,
I
yeah.
wonder why I
That's
never
not
saw
bad.
it. Oh,
No,
these
that's
go
not
back.
bad actually, because you don't want to draw those early. Well, you did.
Yeah,
I
but
did,
I
and
mean-
it helped me.
Did it?
It gave me a
Hey.
goal.
That's true.
All right. Because of Tom's stick being worth 5 points, I have a total of 24.
It's not bad. I don't think you're far from
37.
me.
37?
Oh my gosh, I'm
37.
not even.
She's got, look at what she's got.
18, 26.
31 in cards.
26.
26.
Wow.
You and I tied.
Okay.
All right.
37. That's
Because I'm
awesome.
wearing my pirate
God.
shirt
Well,
today.
that was getting that red spice
Rattle,
thing
battle,
was
grab the
ridiculous. And then she had.
And then she
what
drew
else?
it every time,
What
though.
was her synergy earlier that was she was getting so many points?
I think her synergy was she
I was
drew
pulling
gold
it.
and red tiles from the bag every single
think
time.
you're right.
Is that- but she didn't get the
Yes.
red one for a little while.
No, she got this on turn 1 or 2.
Oh.
So every red was a point and every
That's
yellow was a
huge.
point for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think, Captain Winner? Or do you
Captain
have any
Winner.
other
Careful,
strategies?
Mitch. She's got a big sword. Don't
Do
piss
you have
her
any
off.
strategy
Don't piss her
tips for
off.
the rest of us losers?
Strategy, no.
that's good.
I have no strategy tips. I did like it. I wish some of the rules with the cards were clearer.
Totally understand.
But, and I'm not sure if this really ended up
Well,
hurting
it's
me,
only
but
just.
maybe it was
I think it just shifts things. Like things were getting pushed away from you or into the corner, and then you ended up being okay. Right?
Except for that one turn where it benefited
That one turn
her.
where it got her 3 extra coins because it moved the red ship towards her, and then and
she
it was
beat it
like
'cause
strength
it was a
0
zero,
or
right?
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But still, 3 points. She beat us all by over 10 points, so that's nothing.
Yeah.
But I agree. Yeah, this should hurt the leader, and in that one
Yeah.
case, it helped you a little.
But then if it is hurting the leader, it shouldn't be stuck on the leader for forever. Cause then
Stop
you would
getting so
just-
many points.
I know,
then.
you were-
would
that
just
was the
drag
thing.
out the.
Yeah.
I was like thinking it needs to get away from her.
It
and
does
didn't
seem like
matter.
it's hard for that to shift to another
Yeah.
player.
Well, here's what's weird to me. This game doesn't seem like it has a runaway leader problem.
No.
I mean, you're either
No.
lucky or you're not lucky. I'm not saying that she didn't have some nice synergy with her cards, or you know, in other words, I can understand if you can draw a couple of these and they're really great, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the wanted sword is in there in case these unbalance in some weird way,
Right.
like you just get really lucky with your draw. But holy crap, you saw that roll that I had. Now, granted, you can't count on that.
No.
But that one roll.
You got 10 points
And-
just from the way the dice dropped.
And by the way, what was your score?
24?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 24.
So that moved me from being very much in last to tying you.
Yeah.
Absolutely for second.
Yeah.
Well, and Aaron, I thought I didn't realize it was only 5 points, but I thought, oh my gosh.
Me too. I thought the
Because
same
look at how
thing.
many
Yeah,
dudes
it's-
he got. I thought it was all going to be like a point each or something like that. I misunderstood it. Would have been nice if it was because you spent.
Well, you don't want it to be
spent your
too strong, though.
I know,
I
but
did
you
spend
spent
a
all
lot
your
of-
energy on that
yeah.
basically. And if,
But I
if it was a
also-
victory point for each, you still wouldn't have won the game, but it would have helped you, right? What did you get? 8, and then change it to let's say that those are
I
equal
got
a point apiece.
7. That would have that would have been 2 more. So still, I would have been 1 point behind you guys instead of 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I also had the other one who gave me a couple more from hiring things. So I had crew that worked together. I had a synergistic goal.
Well, it's definitely
But it wasn't enough.
more fun, than I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's when on first glance I always thought it was going to be interesting, but it was way more dynamic than I
Yeah.
expected. I didn't understand when I had looked at the stuff that there was I didn't understand. To me, it seemed like you would always send your 3 ships in,
Agreed.
and then you've explained to us here that that is not the case because you need them to take
to store your
and that
loot.
changes your opinion. Now I ended up getting enough space that I kind of was okay, and I could. This
I
guy
did too.
coming in could spend.
I
I,
had-
never
I
really
had-
was constricted.
That's good. You can work around that.
I mean,
but
I was a little. I tossed a few pieces of treasure, but
I
not
do
really
kind of
much.
like for a game that is very largely determined by luck. That's one of your key strategic decisions. I mean, how many ships to send in, whether you're going to have to throw away some loot, as well as, of course, what you're buying at port and what your
This is the best turn I
goals
had,
are.
I think. With cannons,
Yeah,
I rolled very few cannons.
You did
I didn't
roll.
roll them, but I mean, we
Yes,
dropped.
Did you start with a hold at the beginning, right?
Yeah, I did not have a
You
cannon.
might have rolled a cannon on turn 1, but you
No, I
couldn't-
did.
but you
I couldn't use it.
couldn't use
Exactly.
it.
I think I
Right.
rolled 1 or maybe 2 cannons early on before I got this cannon.
So I feel like cannon, when you have your choice, is like, it seems like that's the best choice. And if it's not, you could argue the hold is also good.
Well-
but I feel like sail is the weakest of the three. And
I don't know.
I chose it on purpose because I felt like, well, let's see if I can make this work in some way. And I don't think it's a question of making it work. I think sail would have done me better than cannon and hold if I rolled better.
Sure.
What's nice about cannon and hold is, hold especially, has nothing to do with how you roll. It has everything to do with letting you keep stuff and sort of build your engine up here.
Right.
So, yes, I think having 2 sails helped me a couple of times, but for example, the time where all my ships got blown out, those 2
Well,
sails
but you
didn't
had-
help me at all.
Right.
That double cannon helped you. I mean, the double range cannon, even though you got it late,
It helped
it
me
still helped you.
just once. I
Right,
mean,
okay.
I only shot something that was further away because I could. I could still have shot something close to me.
I see what you're saying. Now,
Yeah.
if this one, the super hull, it says if your ship is the target of the volley, redirect it. Does it just go to the next nearest?
Yes, that's how I read that, because volley hits the closest ship.
I mean, I would be
Do you think-
terrible if I get to pick. That's all I'm
I
asking.
agree, but
I
it
would
might
assume
say-
it goes to the next closest ship. That's how the
If your ship is the target of a volley, locate the next closest ship to
Yeah,
the
that
target.
just seems
You're right.
unfair.
It would be
Totally.
insane if you just got to steer it towards your choice of target. You're right.
But it's interesting. I mean, these are more fun than I thought they were going to be. And they were, even though we're 11 points or something behind Nikki or something. They actually helped. I mean, Turbine was pretty awesome,
totally.
and the super hull was really great because I didn't care. I wasn't going to lose a ship from the special volley.
Yeah,
stuff and
there's
exploding
some
ships.
powerful upgrades for sure.
Well, these cards obviously help you mitigate some of the luck,
Yeah.
because clearly, as we very much proved this game, luck is a huge part of dropping those dice.
Yeah,
I mean,
huge.
if I had a second turn where I picked up
10 points,
coins,
yes.
that was 10 points.
Yeah.
I'd be at 16 otherwise. I mean,
Right.
that was crazy.
Yeah.
Not fewer than that, because I that money allowed me to
To buy things that got you points.
both of these cards. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure I was ever going to have enough money to buy any of these cards.
Oh, I honestly felt that would turn around. I mean, it's
when
like we
you
were
guys
saying.
didn't buy cards, when you guys said, I'm going to wait for the upgrades
Yeah.
later, you let me back in. If you had both bought cards, I might
would've
never
been-
have
could've been
gotten
locked out
I
of
might
that.
never have gotten one of these. Depending on, because the only
Oh.
coins I was getting.
I'm an idiot.
Did you miscount?
Yeah,
Yeah.
22. I have like 30.
Oh, yeah.
That makes more
Or
sense.
no,
29.
30, yeah.
29?
No, this is 8.
22 and 8, 30, yeah.
This is bad.
No, you just
Oh,
keep
you
looking at
can't
the
do
wrong
that.
I know,
number.
it needs to be
You
that
Yeah.
way.
added the coins.
There's
instead
coins
of
and
the-
there's VPs.
How did you do?
I did the same thing.
You did
Nice.
not.
Nice.
I counted this as 17.
Yeah, 20.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, plus 3, 29.
Are you still
idiots.
tied?
No,
No.
you beat him by
I'm
one.
1 point ahead of him now, but
Which is
You guys-
what you should be, by the
They
way. You
are
should have been
idiots.
ahead of me. I was surprised that I died.
more boobs. No, you're sure
is
you
wrong
scored
with
everything
you
at
people?
10. Okay.
Wait. You,
Yes,
I'm sure Aaron
we're
scored.
I know what I scored.
Dude, I totally had them sitting like this.
I know. I did the same thing. I went, okay, 7 and 10 is 13.
that
plus
is
3
that is
20.
user error. That
sorry.
is not the
We
game's
didn't read
fault.
this.
No.
This is a fashionable prosthesis.
Yeah.
I got a ruby encrusted
Well,
pipe
Nikki
light.
got a secret treasure hideout and an inlet
Yeah.
tiny but yours.
Yeah.
I have a lovely devoted pet, which is that turtle,
Aw, that
and
weird.
I just got
a trusty servant.
All right.
Yeah.
Why would you need a servant on the high seas?
You're the captain, dude.
You're the captain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
it's a
I know.
perk of
You can
wealth.
trust him.
You can hide in your
I guess
cabin.
the trust part would be better than the
Or
servant
your
part.
Right,
probably.
you're right.
Anything that
No, I thought. Talk to me about this. You wanted
Okay,
to say
sure,
something
sure.
about this.
I said I didn't really like this sort of stacked.
I love that we both did it.
What?
Nothing. We're just boobs.
Laughing.
laughing
Yeah,
at
it is
us.
crazy that you both did that. I did not love this stacked VP card method here. As I was pointing out to Dave before we started the cameras rolling, like for instance, let's say me and Dave both had a lot of money, and my choices were something like, here, give me the,
Sure.
You needed the 8, right?
Yeah, I needed
The 8 and the 10.
I have the 8.
You have the 8.
Okay,
You got what
here's
you
my
wanted.
choices. Let's say I can buy the 7 coin thing for 8 VP and take 1 extra VP.
Right.
If I leave that for Dave, he gets the 1 bonus VP. Or if I buy it, then I leave him the 8 coins for 10.
Yeah,
So
you get
no
2
matter
points.
what I do, he gets 1 more point than me for just being in player order behind me when it comes around to the stack of cards.
Are we playing in this
but the
example
other
a
thing-
2-player game?
Or yes, or they don't have any money
So
to
if
buy
I
that
buy
turn,
that,
let's say.
if I buy that because you pass, then you might have crack at this
Crack
next
at
one
this
next
later.
turn. But unless they had money, then maybe you wouldn't.
Or maybe the Baron order shifts to Nikki and she gets first crack at. I just didn't like that essentially you can get screwed out of
I
a
agree,
VP
though.
or
It's
two
frustrating, but the thing is
based on seating order
the
there.
thing is I think it's weird because you get this first shot at it if you're the Baron.
Yes.
And then other people get higher ones. But the other benefit, which I thought I was going to get screwed on, I didn't think I was going to get a card. I thought there was no
Right.
chance I was getting a card.
Right.
I didn't know how many
I didn't
were
either.
left.
I
thought there were
there was
2.
that one turn
and I
where
saw that it was,
I didn't think you were going to get
you
one.
guys would, and you didn't end up buying one, but
So my counter to you on this,
Yes.
I thought it was going to be the last round too. It happened on the 4th round.
Yeah.
I have 2 counters. The first is it's already a game clearly based on luck and some randomness.
I was going to
So
say that's a
this to
that's
me
a tiny
thematically,
consideration.
It fits right in. But the second thing is,
It almost feels, though, but I still feel like first should get a better shot at points.
I think first does get a better shot.
I'll
at
counter
points,
that in a
Lincoln.
second.
Okay.
My belief is you should never pass on these, and you should buy them every single time you can because
They won't be there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 8 of them.
Yeah, but what about a 3-player game?
I'm saying there are 8 of them, and they're not necessarily in a 4-player game going to go 2 to each player.
Sure.
So if you buy the first one, you are the best person to get 3 of these.
Oh, I see what
Possibly.
you're saying.
So let's say the next one you get is even the 8. Let's
Nikki
say
did get 3, and
let's say
wasn't she's the first one to buy.
let's say people stall and they let you get the 8. You might still end up with this at the end. So you have gained 3, 4, 5, and you're not going to get 5 out of 2 of these, or at the very least, you're going to get exactly 5 out of 2 of these. But it's not. Does that make sense? I think
Kind
this
of, but-
tricks you into thinking that there's more strategy to this deck than there is. My feeling, and I could be wrong. My feeling is
She got 3, though.
correct. My feeling is because
But I
she
did
just
pass
bought.
once.
Correct. I
We
think
both
that's.
passed once.
I think that's a
You
mistake.
passed twice.
I do-
No, you passed once.
No, only
'Cause
once
you
when I had
couldn't
the
do
option.
it the other time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's a mistake.
I
I think
don't-
you just buy
because
them
I
when you
think-
can.
Let's say I'm only going to
bonus.
get. Let's say I'm
Right.
only going to get 1 of these cards. Let's say I'm doing really poorly and I'm only going to get 1.
Right.
Do I want this one, which is a 1 VP upgrade, or do I want to wait around for a 2?
No, you want to wait. But here's the deal: if you are truly doing poorly, you won't even be able to afford those cards till they're at the upper level anyway. So you're going to get a good card regardless, and you're not going to win. Right? If you can't buy a card until everyone else has had at least 2 in their thing, then you're in trouble. That's my feeling.
You said the
first guy
person
should
to
get a better
buy.
shot at-
Here's why they shouldn't, because they went first the whole round leading up to that.
Oh, I
She
see
got
what you're
first
saying.
chance to
Plus,
shoot
you
a
got
ship
to go first
and
twice.
move right. Well, yeah, but the last round, as we saw, is
pretty
not a
nasty,
lot
yeah.
of action. There's
Well,
not
I
really
was-
a lot.
No,
I
but
was
if you
thought
have a
that
lot
these
of
were all
money,
gone
if
by
there's
then,
one
though.
card left and you
Yes.
have a lot of money, you are the
Absolutely.
person
You're
who
right.
gets it. All the more reason, in my opinion, to buy these as soon as you can. But listen, I could be wrong. I
That's
feel
also-
I think it's a trap, a strategic trap of thinking.
Of thinking I'm gonna wait for a
I'm
better
going to
one."
hold back, and this is going to work
Maybe.
out for me.
I think obviously it'd be different in a 2 or 3-player game because the distribution of those would be a little more
So there are
weighted.
8.
There are 8.
Are there always 8?
There's always 8. You
strip
don't
any
take
for-
any out or change anything.
But you also have more dice, right?
You do.
So you potentially.
But you also have a less upgraded galleon to start.
No, but I'm saying.
Oh, really?
But I'm saying
You don't
more.
get any
I'm
bonus?
saying
More dice, less ship.
But I'm saying more dice
Less
gives
galleon.
more dice
Yes.
gives you more of a chance to get this. See, my early game problem was that I was moving and I was doing this and I was getting a lot of loot,
But you didn't have the cannons, though.
but I was never getting coins because the coins come from destroying stuff.
Yeah.
And I was never destroying stuff. I was doing great as far as building my engine and all that stuff, but then all of a sudden I realized I had 3 coins to when you guys all had 7 and 8. And that was bad. That was like, and not only that, but the minute she bought this first card,
That's the second one, but yes.
second card, she already had the money to buy the next card when it came around.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the
'cause
reasons
she
that
bought the first
happened
one at-
was because you guys
She got the 5.
Yeah.
Right.
But she had 11 right then.
Yeah.
Right, and
Because I
because
already had
neither of
this
you
working for me.
and because neither of you guys bought a card, she was able to immediately get another one of those.
Yeah, we probably blew that.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You're right.
The
Maybe.
thing was, is I thought, I already saw that I didn't have the cannons. I was trying to do the same kind of thing. Did you have 2 holds at the beginning as well? Oh no, you had 2 sales.
I went for the
He
sales
took the
route to
sales.
see. And it did help me sometimes, but it only, here's the thing, the sales ended up being great once I was able to get this bombs upgrade where my cannons turned into 6s. Because now I could actually move and get stuff.
Get closer.
Yes.
Did you
This-
have it when you had that spectacular turn?
Yes.
No, you
Yes.
did?
Yes, you
Yes, the bombs were what got me that spectacular
Yeah.
turn.
Because his
That was-
one ship got everything.
Without this, I don't have that spectacular turn.
Yeah.
My cannon was a value of like 3, and it would probably maybe get something that was small and then
and
blow
then
up.
get sunk, sure. What do you guys think of the 45-minute playing time listed on the
Yeah,
box?
I don't know if we could get faster. I mean,
I don't either.
It seemed. Here's the cool thing. It seemed like it was clipping along, at least to me, perception-wise, because there was less stuff going on here. People were not putting all their ships in more than I thought would happen.
Yeah.
You know, because I thought I'm like, oh, I'm going to put every ship in every time, and then you said, oh, you get to hold this. I'm like, oh, so in my case, I had enough hold from the get-go that I could at least potentially, I didn't have to worry
You
about
didn't have
that.
to-
But it
to
took me a
save
while to
ships
get.
for
I think
that,
it was
yeah.
like second or third round that
Yeah.
I got my first cannon, and I think
Yeah.
that was bad actually because
It slows you down.
I really didn't roll cannons and I only had one anyway.
Right.
Late or
Right.
Yeah, I don't think you could. I don't think you could hit 45.
I'd be, well, maybe with two,
two
players,
players, yeah.
playing very quickly.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe.
the upside is
Well, it says 45 to 60. I think is the range.
Okay.
the upside is you
Still,
almost
it's a-
always know what you're doing here.
True, right.
And my
Well, if people
my
did-
wonkiness with
Yes,
the
yes.
cards notwithstanding, that there's no reason this couldn't all happen at once.
Exactly.
But this, which is the most interesting part of the game and kind of the most fun, where you're using all your stuff to do stuff, this is something that you can't pre-analyze because you can't do
Right.
anything until these get dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can
And
al-
it's sometimes a little difficult to even. Maybe this clarity, as you play this more, will really speed it up because we were confused like almost every card. Like
On
what is
how
this-
exactly it was gonna
how does this
work.
play out? And that's tough. You know, I mean, we had to think about it, and it wasn't. I mean, that's kind of like the complaint we had about one of the complaints we had about Imperial Setters, which I love that game. But remember, everything's tiny. It's hard to see what's going on. It's things like that that kind of like, because this is a beautiful game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
it's things like that that make it a little just clunky.
Not so user
It's
friendly.
slightly
yeah.
clunky. It's not. It's super fun.
Oh
and
my God.
I love all that stuff.
the
but
dice dropping and then figuring out where you are in relation to other players and stuff. I think that's actually really cool. I just
well, it's so funny. I thought she was going to lose this game after that turn. After
What
your turn,
turn?
I'm like, oh
After
my God,
his
he's
amazing turn.
he's bulletproof now, right?
I
And she just kept marching on with more money and more money.
I would be lying to you if I said that after that turn I thought, wow, okay, finally I might not be last. I didn't think that at all. I actually thought, holy crap, I could probably win this. And the truth of the matter was, I really wasn't that close. Well, I'm closer once we counted the bonuses correctly. But
Well, it's just crazy.
But I
'cause she
needed
just
that
kept
turn to
marching
even
on
compete.
with more coins every turn.
she drew them, man.
I know.
She
Yeah.
red,
Well,
red,
She was
yellow,
turning
and red
like
every
6
time.
coins all the time.
There
There.
are fewer red in the game
I
too.
know, and yellow.
And gold.
She
I
did draw
know.
a lot of them.
I was
Because
just lucky.
I think I only drew 1 or 2 gold the entire
Yeah.
game.
Really. Just lucky.
And you had the gold hold,
Right.
and you didn't draw.
I
either.
drew 1 or 2. Yeah, I had 1 or 2 at a
'Cause this
time.
guy, you
I had the
know-
gold hold. I never needed it. I had too much
Right.
room.
I have to draw well to make this guy work for me.
Right, but that's no different. That's no
luck.
different than you have to get 6s or you have
Well,
to
in
get
your
cans.
case,
We have to drop your
in
ships
case,
near the enemies.
I mean, she does get gold because she was participating, but if she just draws well, she's going to get 6 points or so. Well, depending on what we get, but like 6 points per round. That's
kept-
24. That's 30 points.
It wasn't just that though. I mean, she kept up as far as boarding and shooting.
Oh no,
ships
she was
and,
doing
I
good.
mean,
She had a tough ship. Look how tiny it is too. It doesn't have all this crap all over it.
Well, because I changed
Yeah.
to my
Hamster.
Hamster hold.
I
Hamster
did
hold.
have
this was
to-
neat though. I was pretty carefree as far as the
did that
volumes
ever-
and
Here's the deal. It
Oh, that
freed you
came
up
in
to put
several
dice in,
times.
but did it come in play?
that
It
absolutely
protected him from explosions.
many times.
Oh yeah, explosions.
The
that's
volley
true.
was the only time we
I
never
don't think
actually
you deflected
played
a single volley.
No, I don't
No,
think you
because
did.
I was never close.
He
enough
just
to
didn't
any of
drop
that.
them there.
But
while-
still, it's nice to have. It's insurance, right?
Let's point out a few nice things about the game while we're talking about those upgrades. Every upgrade has
distinct.
individual art and an individual counter, an individual flavor text. Every crew member has his own portrait. They're really cool style. All the player colors have a female and male captain on either side of their ship, and customized ships.
Heck, your female one blocks that second portion.
Yeah,
as well.
it's also just white, so it washes out.
I know, but it's so.
Look,
This one
Nikki's
is
is
semi-block.
Mine-
But
Nikki's
Yeah.
is blocking a lot of it too. It's
I know,
just
but this
the
one
white.
is ridiculous. I could barely see it, but you can
You're
see
right.
it
Look,
close.
my guy, it doesn't really block it, but
Oh, yeah, the pistol.
She covers the.
She's a pistol
a
pack
little
for
bit.
Granny.
It's not that hard. To figure out.
There are 2 mini expansions
Oh, yeah.
included in the game. There's a loot mini expansion where some of these are extra 2 loot in 1 counter, or a treasure map. The more you collect, the more gold they're worth.
There are cards that tie up with those. Is that the deal?
They just explain what these loot counters are. These are just in the bag with the other ones.
So when you get them, you get the card to see what's
Yeah.
going on with that.
There's some advanced sailors also. We just mixed them in, but we didn't draw any of them. There are several that are like, I think they're all blue sailors no, it's the ones where you place like a material or a spice or
Oh,
a
there you
thing
go.
on
It's
the
a good
guy,
scene.
Does it
and
have
then
an
they have a
icon? Do you know,
special.
like,
No, I
guess-
don't think
does
so.
that let you know it's advanced? Maybe right there. Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
expansion
You see that
1,
Yes.
yeah.
It's got a little.
Little triangle.
got a little
green
Oh, there it is.
thing.
yeah, on the
Yeah.
bottom. So you can
Wisey.
strip it if you want.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So those are just 2 little bonuses included in the game right from the get-go. Oh, and the sea tiles.
Yeah,
yeah.
We
Oh, yeah.
only used that one for the 1 adventure card, but actually these sort of seem like they're reserved for future expansions.
They're not in these.
I've gone through all these cards, and only about 3 of them are ever called out on the cards. So all these other ones are just for.
Wait, there's nothing that uses
no,
this.
there's no
Look how cool
Maelstrom
this
event.
is.
I know, it's awesome.
And whatever this is,
This like
Gem
Island
Island or-
Fortress. I think it's a fortress
No,
with
no.
just the colors on it. Those are like the tops of the castle.
Well, not gem, but you know what I mean.
understand.
Yeah, there's nothing for those yet, unfortunately.
Loot Island is
Loot
what I meant.
Island, yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
cool.
that's all just. There's like, isn't there a sea monster? Yeah, look at
Yes,
this guy.
there.
This
He's
is a fort.
cool.
That's gonna
Yeah.
pull your ships down to Davy Jones' locker, but it doesn't happen yet.
I was surprised how much I liked the weird little,
little
dice
dice
game,
game,
that's awesome.
crazy
It's like,
adventures.
We now pause the game momentarily for this little dice game interlude.
like that a lot.
That was really fun.
I did too. It
I almost
does
wish
definitely
it had
breaks
it on
up
this
the.
first round.
Yeah, I don't know why they
Aaron.
wait for them.
Probably because it's
Just getting you prepared for the game, essentially.
and it's
Ease you into it. Sure.
It's also kind of random silver, and maybe they don't want people to get silver too quickly
Right.
Yeah.
for purposes of this. So they'll, who knows?
Well, cool.
What's the other side? What's the other adventure we can do?
There's no other side. It's a different adventure deck. The green and red ones would have different things on them, and then it's Pirate War or something like that, where we all, I believe,
This thing here?
we can shoot each other. There are lots of special rules about conflict among the players.
I meant to
for
bring that up. I
scenario
actually
2.
really liked that as a pirate game, I was never fighting any of you guys.
Right. The most you do is swoop in and catch
I was
my
fighting
prize.
for territory,
Yeah.
essentially. I was fighting for loot, for booty, but I
I
was.
think the secondary scenario includes lots of sinking each other's
okay.
I
ships.
don't know
But,
that I
but
would
the
like
scenario order is exactly the same for
The
both.
scenario
It's just
order
the
is-
card
it's just the-
content that changes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
For now, there will also be more scenarios either in expansions or printed online or available at some point. That's the plan.
It's awesome. Definitely need it. I hope it speeds up, but I like it. It's fun.
Yeah, it could be a little quicker, but thanks for sailing with me on the high seas.
Thanks for teaching us,
Okay,
Aaron.
thanks, Aaron.